Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Matchday Watchalong. I hope this is working. The reason I'm late is because I decided to do the stream downstairs, set my laptop up, and it's deciding to be very slow today. So after 20 minutes of almost thrown against the wall, I've got my phone out. So at the start, we're starting off with the phone. I'm going to try and get this laptop to work. It kills me. As you can see, as well, I'm joined by Gary for the watchalong against Everton and Arsenal. How you doing, Gary? How's your day going so far?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
cool. Yes, I can hear you. So we're all like the audio is working.
Woohoo!
Yes, yes, yeah. All right, cool. Cool. First, I thought you were going to this match. I don't know. I thought I heard you say you were going to this match a couple
No,
weeks
the
ago.
no, the Leon game in
Oh,
the
okay. Okay, that's what it was.
first leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
What?
right. So here we are. I don't know about you, but how you feel about this lineup?
I think it very heavily relies on Real Madrid. The reliance is very heavily on Tuesday night, basically.
Yeah.
And barring Ben White, who's obviously got to get some minutes before Tuesday,
Mhm.
certain
Mhm.
players we know would normally start are, as we know,
Oh,
at
okay.
least they get some sort of West Brom looks. I'm not. It's like, as I said to Liam before, and when the team news came out, I said Arteta clearly saw that tackle at Anfield midweek and went, "Fuck that! I ain't risking it." Odegaard, Saka, Partey, Rice, bench now
Yeah.
because he can't afford no more injuries.
The problem is he can't afford injuries to his back line, and Saliba's in the back line. So, as
Because
much as
yeah,
Erdegaard and is being saved, you're like you have only one legitimate center back, and I know Kirior, and that's why I saw some people talking about going to a back three just to save a little bit of your back line instead of just going with a straight four again, but. I mean, I don't know why you just won't do the back three, even in a situation like this. Like this is no different than when we had no attackers and we still like didn't go get one. This is no different. Like we have only one. Oh, did I lose him?
no, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay, we only
We're sending Liam a link.
Saliba is.
Sorry.
I think not necessarily he's crucial to Real Madrid, but if you're saving Erdogan, he's the one that actually needs the games. His form is not where it's not consistent enough to say, you know what, take today off because I know when you come back you'll be fine. No, Saliba has been the more consistent of the players, so why wouldn't you rest him? And then I don't know.
The problem with I get what you say about Saliba as well, getting in there, but our problem with that side of things is the players that normally play there. One in Timber,
Yeah,
obviously he's been playing out of his skin and he needs the rest by it as well. The other one in Tomiyasu, where's he been all season? On the
no.
hospital bench, basically.
Once again, you had a January window to
I
answer
know.
some questions and maybe top up the squad a little bit with with a loan outside of the country or something like that. You had options, or maybe you have use your academy.
Mm.
But do anything, nothing. Looks like the players are actually coming out onto the pitch on my
Yeah,
side here.
yeah, same here. Literally better line up, do the
Uh,
Premier League malarkey crap.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I get why they did it, but once again, it's like you're saving Erdogan. No, we personally, it would be nice to just take the lead and and hold on to it than struggle because we're gonna struggle right in the midfield once again. We've seen like Moreno, Rice, and Jorginho. Is anybody like you know what? If your ears don't feel right today, turn down the ears because Liam is here and guess what he's going to be doing once he looks at that midfield and what they are doing today. He will be ripping your eardrums apart because it's not going to be fun unless they've changed something that we don't know. But I kind of feel like we're going to see the same stuff that we've seen before and go, well, damn, this midfield's not working once again.
Surely one area
So
goes in centre mid.
well, he doesn't. You not you're
Okay.
talking about Arteta, right? You see, he writes in pen. I always say this. He writes in pen, and it doesn't erase. So you can't change it. He just can't change it. He's only the manager.
I think he's playing one area in Odegaard's role personally.
That would make, for me, that's what it should have happened in the Brighton game. Third game of the season. It didn't happen. So then I figured, you know what? Maybe that's not the case. He's not. Maybe he's waiting for Matt Stallman to finally get old enough so he can put him in the midfield, you know?
If he does.
Sorry. One sec. Your phone. Someone just put another group chat. I mean, Mourinho pulled up during the warm up, but he's gone out. So basically, even he's playing, the Mourinho still, but he pulled up in the warm up.
So we had a tweak in the warm ups, and we're like, all right, cool. So as soon as I heard that as well. I'm like, you know what? Pull Saliba, pull Rice. Screw this game. You know what I mean? It's on the road. We don't care. Go back. Go 10 at the back, and let's just see how this game. No more tweaks. None of this stuff. I don't know. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, Liam. I haven't seen you in a very long time. It's good to see you on here. I've got the buzzer ready for when you open up your flowerful language. I'm expecting it. You have saved it, so I can only imagine. I can only imagine what it's going to be like today.
But that's what people come here for, isn't it? That's what people come here for.
But my ears are just like they're not really up. They're not up to that level.
Well, they will. They will be in about 10 minutes' time, mate. And I've got my mate Bobby here.
There we go. There we go, Bobby.
He's just looking at me laughing.
Yeah. No, I just don't understand why he can't go to a back three. At least save yourself a little bit of pain. Like the back four doesn't have to be the only thing we do, right?
Yeah. It's an interesting one, isn't it, today? I get why he's playing the team he's kept playing, but there's a little side of me, right, that says like, wouldn't it be if we are going to play Ben White centre back Tuesday, which what everyone is expecting, and maybe that might not be the case. Maybe he might play Timber there. Surely you would have thought he'd have put Ben White centre back today to get a bit of a partnership going.
And you know what? Well, we'll see. Hopefully, Timber does come on, which will show us that guess what? He's okay. He just was being saved. Because if he doesn't come on, then I don't know. Because like you said, it'd be nice to be able to play with the back four that we're going to play against Real Madrid. And hopefully, this is not it, right?
Yeah.
Because if Timber could be doing that whole Arteta could be doing that whole thing where he's got to play on the bench. He's not ready.
What worries me, mate, right? And I'll tell you what, right? You see this go over and over again, mate. Is when Kivior plays, and you got Skelly at left back who's trying to invert. The ball goes diagonally over the top. And how many times we've seen them, like the goal on Tuesday night against us for Fulham. It reminded me about like the Liverpool goal when Salah scored against us. Do you know what I mean? That's the ball that worries me, mate. Can you imagine like someone like Mbappe getting played that ball?
That's well, you know what? If he wants the tie to be over early, you know, maybe that's what he does because it'll be over early if that's what we see. Because once they see the blood, right, they're just gonna keep coming. They don't want to go back. They don't want to go back to Bernabeu with any kind of concern. All right.
No,
we need to score one goal. We need to score 2 goals, whatever the answer is. Right? They're just going to want to basically be over here, especially if they have the opportunity to, because we open ourselves up.
Well, we
oh my gosh! Come on! Oh, that's a terrible pass from.
Come on, man!
Come on, that's a terrible pass from Trossard. If all he did is just tap it, he would have been able to run on that ball. Oh my! How can he not get past the first guy? Come on. That's got to be a yellow card, right? He just basically pulled him back. And then look at this. It's going to be one of those games where, you know what? We'll be like, the referee should have gave a yellow. Sterling just goes to the far post. He might score there, but he liked the blue shirt. So Sterling, who we know is really good at shooting and is clinical, all right? And Wary, who they probably will shut out the game, and Trossard, who we don't know. It's a gamble, right? And then a midfield that, if the ball goes into the midfield, I don't know if it comes out. Right. Man.
Just go to Gab's message. I didn't watch it. I was watching the dart.
Yeah, what was it though?
Yeah. Oh, mate, he was shocking, wasn't he? I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a little gremlin here.
Yeah, okay. It's just fuck mode. How's the other little one now?
Yeah, he's always in bed, mate. I just fed him about 12 o'clock. Get to bed. Hopefully you don't get up to about 2:30 now. Oh, here we go again. Oh, mate, come on, try. Do you know what? It's the same old frustration, isn't it? Like, in the first 3 minutes, right, we found ourselves with two incredible passages of play where we got into a really good area.
Yeah. Fellas, we are at Liam level 1 right now, folks. Liam level 1.
I'd say that's 0.5.
No, okay. I knew we were just warming up the engine, so I just,
Trust
that
me, the engine's got a lot in it today as well. After the week I've had, so it's been a howler.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's all pent up, hasn't it? You've been able to come on and vent it out.
No, exactly. I've actually got to be a bit careful about myself today.
Yeah. Boys in the chat. By the way, we're in April, and my boys seeing all I want for Christmas is the Premier League title. Oh, don't we all?
Yeah, it ain't scored yet. Don't celebrate because it ain't scored. Cracks me up.
It'll be a right little basket when he goes up and gets into the ends on a week-to-week basis.
Mate,
but you know what? You know what I want to see, because I haven't seen it in very, very long time. Arsenal have a corner, and guess what they do? What do you think they should do? If everything is back to normal, what should happen on a corner?
A very loud scream from a certain person in red.
No. Who's the camera going to pan to?
Oh, can't remember his name, but set piece.
Jova.
Yes,
Jova.
Ben White. Come on, the camera's going to pan to Ben White, and we're going to go, yes, he's back. He's feeling it. All right? That's what's going to happen. That's what I want to happen. I need that.
Yeah, we all need that in our life, mate.
Ben White on a corner, come on. With that, and then he gives that smile. You're like, yeah. Well, they just panned to him already, so there you go.
But, did you miss me, Pickford? Did you miss me?
All right, gonna have another corner. So here we go.
Find out.
Good. Pickford's a bunch up in the air. So scrappy. What do you expect, to be honest?
Yeah, we're not like this. These crosses aren't hitting their mark.
Good tackle. Come on. Oh, that's a shocking ball. What's he doing there, mate? Who's that, Rice?
Well, the best.
How do you pass it behind him like that?
I know, mate. It's shocking. Look, this is a shocking pass, mate.
Oh my God. I mean, what that's almost like a defensive pass. Like, you know what? I don't want you to score. He went out of his way. No, you shouldn't score in this one because you might have an opportunity to if I lay this right in front of you. He does get the ball through, and where he probably gives up a little bit. If he runs through, he might be able to get on the end of that. I'm not playing this duel thing anymore. I think I've lost the last 3 now over 2 shows. Not doing it.
Calm down a little bit, mate.
Better than
shit. Oh, shit. Fucking hell, some big tackles there, mate.
Right through the middle of the defense, man. Ooh. Very nice touch there. Oh my gosh! The secondary attack, man, that defense is getting tested. But you know what?
Tom's going to be very happy, chappy. Coventry 1, Burnley 0.
Yeah, but he needs to score.
Oh.
So.
He's a big old fat Frank fan at the moment.
Imagine. Oh dear.
He's just going to tell you he's going to let him down. So. Guess what? Kiriar is chasing his man through the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Liam on a no meltdowns clause. I don't even know now that.
Don't know the meaning of that word.
I know, what is a no meltdown mean? What does that mean? No meltdown.
Gav's in the chat saying I don't need to worry about the bet he put on about Arsenal getting past Madrid. Now Gabriel's out for the season.
Mate, I can't see none of the chat. I can only see till 27. What is that? Yeah.
It's been it's slow on my end as well. As in general, it's just been playing up. Hence why I started off with my phone. Once I sort out this one.
I can't see nothing past 12:27.
But yeah, he's saying I don't need to worry about having to wear a shite Arsenal top now since Gabriel got injured. You have no chance, obviously, against Madrid. He's digging himself a hole here. He's digging himself
still
a hole.
hungry, is he, old Gav? Mate, ain't it lunchtime, Gav? Get some grub inside you, mate.
I like that. Everton fans are walking around the stadium with a Kevin Campbell.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. That is, mate.
Oh, there's a big sign there. Yeah. Number
I
9.
can't see the chat, for fuck's sake.
Try and refresh, come back in. With that. Reece is playing up stuff. By the looks of it.
Oh my gosh, Sterling! Come on. Oh, there's the guys from Guns N' Roses. They said they were going to bring their flag out today. That they always bring.
I miss his Dickie Bow, mate.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Lovely moment that was.
Yeah.
I've been obviously. I know they're moving. Obviously, they're moving the Ducks come next season. I'm sort of hoping that their first game is against us. There we go.
Ooh, just that ball through there.
Sorry, mate, you're breaking up. I don't know if it's my end. We had quite a few corners, didn't we?
Yeah, another one coming. Yeah. Hopefully, we can put this one on in some area where it is a red shirt. So far, they've all been like straight to the middle of the goal, and none of our players are anywhere near that.
Ooh. Almost Declan Rice almost indicated the Cape.
Oh, I've seen it. It's actually scrolling up, not down.
I don't know why it's doing that though.
That's why then. Liam Tony.
I wonder who that came from.
Russ Hart Lane.
Oh dear, Russ, you don't help yourself, do you?
All right, we'll see how Ethan does on the corners.
No.
Oh, I've got a head to it. He got picked up play on red. Come on, give me your Sterling. You're pissing me off, man.
Oh, fucking hell, Sterling.
I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, just Sterling being Sterling this season.
Mate, you know what's going to happen. We're having all this share, right? And then they'll go and score. And we'll be 1-0 down.
And then it's
well, I mean, well, so far, like, yeah. That's all they want to do, though, right? You know, like we're not good enough, clinical enough to get that first goal, so they can keep us at bay, and then wait for us to make a little mistake and jump all over it.
Oh dear.
I'll have to just jump off at 1:30 for about 5 minutes. Got Bobby's nan picking him up.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm.
Oh, Sterling, you useless piece of. If we went, if we didn't have to focus on Tuesday, you wouldn't be playing, my friend. You really wouldn't.
It's hard, innit? It's an hard watch.
Get Nico Williams in ASAP. That's all I'm saying. Give Martin Lewis some fucking proper competition.
Boy.
Good ball. Come on, mate. Do you know what? Right, we found ourselves in so many good positions in this first 10, 15 minutes.
All things considered, we've started off well.
Yeah, we started very well, apart from that final goal.
Yeah.
But that's our problem. That's always our problem, isn't it? It's the final ball.
It has been this season anyway.
I mean, the best passer in the box is Moreno, but he's supposed to be on the end of those passes right now. He's only one doing anything when he's in the middle, but he's, and I don't know. And they're gonna say where he's done nothing, but I just feel like that's by design. If they give him another,
he's definitely playing Marino in centre mid, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's gone down again, mate. Oh,
he did get a ball to the face. So yeah.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
As you said that, I've looked up like, oh, he got a ball to the face. It's in the replay, I was like, oh, okay. It's not that. It's not as.
Don't need him going down, mate. Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell.
God. Tom's gonna hate life.
1-0.
Oh man, I missed it.
1-0 Luton.
Who's that against Leeds?
Against Leeds, yeah.
Oh my gosh, 1-on-4, and he just said, "I'll take that ball from you."
Tom's gonna hate. As I'm saying, your show later on, guys, will be very interesting when it comes down to this game and the Leeds game later.
Tanaka just got the ball taken from him, and that basically all she wrote. And I started the ball rolling and a cross, and nobody's on the far post, and there you go. Wow.
Gav desperate for some video footage, I'll say.
You know what? Liam, just go off camera. Don't even show him anything. Don't show him anything. Go mute it and everything. Don't even give him any kind of noise. Nothing. Just go off and scream outside the window. Come back in and then move on. Say, Gav, nothing for you today. No material.
To be honest, though, all Gav's had for the last all Gav's had for the last few weeks is Tottenham Man United meltdowns. That's it. Needs a bit more than that.
Oh my! That could have deflected anywhere.
Do you know what I mean? But this would be totally us. This would.
Well, I mean,
mate, why have you lost the ball there? Mate, they're worrying me, mate. Fucking hell, mate.
We've got another one down. We have another player down on the box.
Who's down?
I'm hoping it's not who I think it is.
It is somebody got in the face again. It's O'Brien just hit somebody in the face. Let's see. What did he do?
Well, not sure.
They don't show it.
Oh, it's White. He smacked White in the face. When I say smacked, he elbowed him in the face.
Yeah, you get done for that, is he?
Oh, he just grabbed him. He just grabbed him and threw him back. He just grabbed Ben White and just threw him back.
They did get a red card the other night at Anfield for crying out now. So
yeah, he shouldn't even be playing the captain.
No.
Well, everybody says that is the football god. They're gonna, he's gonna score against us because guess what? He shouldn't have been in the game.
But yeah,
why is Everton? You just grabbed a guy, threw him back for what reason? So if it's yellow card, then that means he can look at it, right, and see if it's a red. But that's not a red. So
Put it on the floor, not on there.
no, Everton. It was 0-0. It was 0-0. Nobody scored.
Also, yes, by foul, you say this would be a free kick, but you're not giving a free kick.
Well, because they didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
Or somebody to let the play go on.
Do you know what? I ain't got no good feeling about this.
Tchaikovsky against Kirior just sounds like a nightmare made in hell, as they say, huh? Is he going to go down and tie his shoelace? Because
come on,
he does that.
Yeah, no, Gav. They drew 0-0 with Sean Dyche at the Emirates. They haven't beaten us at Emirates in years.
Have they beaten us at the Emirates? I don't think they have they?
I don't think they have.
No.
We just played really bad at Everton, man. Every time we played bad at Everton,
The closest time, do you remember when at Pier in the snow?
Yeah, it was last. Yeah, I remember that. Was it Arteta?
Rosicky, I thought.
Might have been Rosicky. One of the two.
Yeah, I think it was Rosicky.
Yeah, it might be Rosicky. Yeah. Arteta scored the first goal, then they went 1-1, then 2-1 up with Stephen Pienaar, as you say. And then, Rosicky, last kick of the game, wasn't it? Something like that.
Go on. Go on, Raheem.
I mean, he's fallen to the floor easily there, isn't it?
He's fucking me off, mate. Did all that good work, right? And then he goes to the floor.
Yeah, the first bit of contact he got given there, his only process was to fall to the floor.
That's he's trying to pull some old man thing, like if I go to the ground, I'm going to get a call, but they're not calling it, old man. You have to be strong.
Gavin, my old mucker, what about your breaking news about breaking away for fair play rules?
Ooh.
They're not accepting you sending your own team to yourselves, basically, as well. So, yeah, you've broken.
Up to no good again, are we, Gav? I bet that's a no comment.
I think a nice little transfer ban's in order, I think.
Well, that was a good tackle, to be fair.
I think he's been letting some stuff go.
I think he's unlucky to get. We're lucky to get that free kick.
I think he's been letting some stuff go, so that's why he gave that one. Oh, and I guess who's in my ear telling me that should have been not called.
Lee Dixon.
Yeah. Every time I hear him, I'm like, he's just like nothing can go Arsenal's way ever. Because you know what?
You never think he was an Arsenal legend by the way he talks in commentary.
Like even when we do something well, it's like what the other team screwed up, and then like when we do something, get away with something, that shouldn't have happened. It's like what? Teams get away with stuff all the time. And Weary with a nice cross, but not a nice cross at all.
Oh, fucking hell. We just don't know what to do with it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, mate, after all that.
Trossard.
Oh, mate, honestly, it's so frustrating.
Why don't we just cross it? We have time to cross the ball. Nobody even wants to cross it. They just stand there with the ball.
Get Googling, Gav. See what your club are up to no good.
the pleasure you took in
you know what? I have a feeling it's just gonna be there's gonna be a third report that goes out and says they reevaluated and it's okay.
Not on my laptop. No, not on my laptop, Bobby. Take them off on the floor, yeah. Good boy.
Leeds are on the defense this whole entire.
There may be trouble ahead. Why is it the same teams that are always up to no good?
Whatever do you mean?
They got a transfer embargo before, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And they got a overall 2 year a 2 year transfer ban, but only served 1 year, with the following year being suspended.
I've got a bad feeling Billy's awake. Oh. No, it's not a yeah, it's a bad.
Just sent you a screenshot, Gav, on the Discord.
Yeah, it's him. One set, I'll be back.
You know,
Can you move me?
Yeah, I'm
right.
one.
Cheers,
Cool.
mate.
Try it anyway.
You stay there. I'm going to go and put these down.
23 minutes in, not much going on. Arsenal on the attack here. Trossard Trossard on the left side? What's he going to do? Heavy touch and defended really well. Heavy touch by Trossard. It should have. He didn't want to pass, and he basically heavy touch and then bang, easily cleared. I mean, he had two players there too to cross to. If he just
defend.
Oh my gosh!
Defend.
Skelly ball off to the races they go, and right through the middle. Saliba, nope, and too much there on the forward attack. Shot is blocked. All right, hold on to the ball, Sterling. Please hold on to the ball. No, that's just asking too much. Just asking too much for Sterling to hold on to the ball. Cross, and no, don't you even think about it. Yeah. He's like, they're pulling my shirt. Yeah, right. Yeah. A mistake there by not a mistake, but a turnover there by Skelly. Turned this into a nice counterattack for them. If Saliba knew the ball was coming, it probably would have been cleaned up nicely, but we were just scrambling at will there. Curio with a nice block though.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, Leeds are just playing defense. Every time I look, they're on the defensive side of the pitch. There we go. We just crossed the midline.
I've been asked to unmute one sec.
Oh, you wouldn't let me unmute it.
There you go.
Cheers, mate.
I don't know. I just think more. All right, more touches for Nweri for me if I'm Arsenal, but I don't think they're given. They don't want to go up that left side. Do not want to go up that left side. She want to go up that left side. Declan Rice is on the left side.
We're not interested, are we, really? Fucking hell, mate.
Roll up a little too strong for Nweri.
Pump?
Max Dowman has scored a hat trick for the under-18s today.
Oh, Leeds have scored. It's 1-1. Nice strike from James from way out, just outside the box. And the goalkeeper, I guess, doesn't see it till it's too late. It's 1-1.
Nice.
So, guess what? When you strike the ball, sometimes it goes in. Just put your foot to it, and maybe you score.
Don't shoot, you don't score.
Arsenal doesn't want to shoot. It's one of those things that Arteta tell them don't shoot. You know what? Because you might turn the ball over. Might have a bad deflection.
It's like a raffle, isn't it? If you don't buy a ticket, you ain't going to win it, are you?
No, and Arteta's saying, you know what? Save your money. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Oh, come on. You have a Ben White. You should have threw that in. You had two players running towards the
Oh,
ball. Now we have nobody running towards the ball. It's very easy to defend us on throw-ins because we just stand there. Nobody comes to the ball.
I am intrigued whether he'll start Timber at centre back or White at centre back.
We'll see that in the second half. I'm expecting the second half Saka to come on. Timber questions to be answered whether he's going to be available for the next game.
Well, he's on the bench.
And,
You like to think so?
Well, we know what that means. It means absolutely nothing in Arteta world.
Nah, maybe
Could mean
50.
he could be still injured, like not like even ready to go.
He didn't look injured to me. That injured to me when he was walking off the other night.
Tom's back. Oh, dear.
Oh, it's a big old nibble, that is, isn't it?
It's just a tad.
Big old steaky sandwich, that one.
Oh, got it off.
I already let everybody know, Mr. Tom.
I think that is it. He's opening up to Steph's devious little ways.
Oh, dear.
One of the best shows I did here was when Maidstone beat Ipswich. Do you remember?
Yeah, the FA Cup last season, yeah. Stefan was not having it. Oh, dear.
Come on. That was a very, 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 very slow flag. Dude, get your flag up quick.
Just laying the facts there, Steph. Just laying the facts.
The women's team is worth 200 mil, and the most expensive team in the world is supposedly, I think, 160 or something like that, and that's because they have a lot more marketability. They make a lot more money off their marketing, which Chelsea does not. Not the women, anyways. So it was a nice little bump up there. So.
Oh, come on. Fucking Ben.
The man's rusty, man. The man's rusty. Let him
That's
warm
him
up.
problem, not a me problem.
The man's rusty. Let him.
Probably found that one funny.
Yeah.
Imagine one day, Ryan, when Bobby's old enough and I show him that video of Arsenal Chelsea.
The very first watchalong he ever attended yet. Oh, God. I'd love to see his reaction to that, though. I'll be honest.
His actual first one, yeah, right. I remember it was a Saturday night game.
Not only this game is 0-0, but shots on target 0-0. Nobody has tested the goalkeeper.
What game was it then, Liam? I thought it was the Chelsea one was his first one.
No, there was one that was here. There was definitely one at Sarah's when I first brought him on.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Saturday night and it was 5:30, right? And we hadn't lost. We definitely didn't lose because I remember he went on a run where we didn't lose a game.
Yeah, it was for the first few months. Most of his for the first.
Mate, I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out what game that was.
5:30. I want to say, was this around when the Queen passed away?
It was around that time.
I'll say Brentford. I want to say Brentford, maybe.
No, it weren't Brentford. That's when we beat them 3-0 at their place, yeah?
Oh, that's the daytime, wasn't it? Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I'll tell you what game it is. I ain't even looked at it. I know what game it was.
Go on.
Bournemouth away.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually, yeah.
One was there. It was 5:30, wasn't it? William Saliba.
Yeah, in the pink kit. Yeah, Saliba and Zinchenko losing his mind with the goal. Yeah.
Yeah, because we moved in October. So that was end of August.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Chelsea was the first one you made him cry.
Yeah, Chelsea was the first one she made him cry.
You was on dad duty, you're on your own, had one job. He was with you, and your worker, I forgot he was even here. Oh dear.
Maybe don't. He might as well just. Oh, come on, mate. We just. Oh, that was a shit tone. Mate, you just knew, after that first 10 minutes, how this was going to kind of fizzle.
What time was that?
I bet you wouldn't have been eating if Leeds had conceded, though. You'd have been running to that laptop or phone or whatever it is.
33 minutes gone.
Go on.
Come on.
Go on.
At least the ball, my friend.
Oh, you know he's fucked it already. Yeah,
Somebody said you're wrong. There we go. And Sterling through the middle. He's got 1-on-4.
Come on.
Out to Trossard. Trossard puts his foot through it and squeeze far post. Nobody's there. Very nice. Arsenal up. Arsenal up in the 34th minute. Sterling starts it. Think about it. You didn't even bring Sterling's name up. Why? Give the man some credit. Come on.
He was striking him up.
Mate,
come on,
give
him something. Give him something.
Well, there's me going, he's going to lose it.
The man went 1-on-4 and laid it off for Trossard and scores, and nobody says his name. Come on.
Yeah, we didn't say his name, so I wanted you to wait to see who scored it.
Oh, thank you for that.
I thought you do a good thing for you, mate, and you still can't be happy.
Very pleasing some people.
Very nice. He had to lay off of him, number 15, O'Brien, because he had that yellow. So there you go. And whack, far post, goalkeeper just under the goalkeeper's arm. Moyes hands, head in hands. Can't believe we gave that goal. There you go. All right. Got one more goal for me, and I'll take a 2-0 win.
I got corner.
Get out of here. Oh, crap.
Sake.
We just come right back and let them look like they want to get something back on this. How in the world does that happen every damn time? We score, next thing you know, the other team's like, you know what, we want to score too.
Wait.
I'll tell you what, mate. No team want to kind of attack us with set pieces when that goal chorus comes in.
No. Do you see what I sent you on WhatsApp a minute ago?
Yeah.
Screenshot. Yeah.
Good claim, Raya.
No, imagine we pulled it off. Get him and Nico Williams and Zubimendi, and then get.
Mate, I think we storm it next year, personally.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a nice way to have all three of them show up at the Emirates before they go on their vacation, right? And then
exactly. Just do the business, get it done.
Then we fill up the rest of the roster with other players we need, because that's basically 3 starters right there, right?
Mate, what are we doing there, mate? Jesus Christ, mate, what is going on?
Yeah, see, you know what? They just don't like our happiness. Oh my gosh, that's just like. We're just dribbling through us like we're not even we're like little, those figurines just standing there, dribble right around us.
What is he doing?
Hey, he's rusty.
That's a him problem, not me problem.
I'm gonna give Ben White some time. I'm gonna give Ben White some time. He doesn't know all the pain we've been going through while he's been gone.
Just get me Saka boy on in the second half.
He should come at halftime. I don't care. Halftime, and do not pull in Weary. I'm telling you, I want both of them on the pitch together.
He's pulling him, mate.
I know, but I don't want it.
Carl, man, what fucking hell, Rice? That's a good boy that was, mate.
You guys thinking Weary has a chance at getting into the midfield, or is his days at Arsenal as a midfielder pretty much done?
No, I don't
Who?
think so. I think rotation next year is going to be key.
Who are you on about?
And where you think he will get the chance to play in midfield?
He's only young still, isn't he? Like, I think eventually.
Like, I mean, I know in Saka's case, we just moved him around and got him on the pitch to give him minutes, but we're at a point now where we don't have space. We don't have time to do that anymore. Like, he needs to come in and I think establish himself as, if he is a midfielder, be a midfielder. If he's not a midfielder, then he's Saka's backup, right?
Well,
And I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know. I don't believe he's should be a backup to Saka right now. You know, for the future.
I don't think his position ends up in right wing. Mate, I'm going to be a bit controversial here. I've had to chat with someone else. They didn't really agree with me, but hey ho, it wouldn't surprise me, mate, if he ended up being a forward.
Well, back up to Gorka and Havertz, basically.
Well, I don't,
Well,
mate, I don't
competition choice.
You've got to remember, right? This kid's only 18, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, his finishing's unbelievable, isn't he? Like, I'm not saying he's going to be. I think he can play anywhere across the front three, personally.
Yeah,
I think that's probably where he's best going to be, if I'm being totally honest, in the long term, just because of his finishing ability. But he's going to get big. He's going to get bigger, isn't he? He's going to obviously, as he gets older.
Yeah, I just felt like he has that strength to play in the midfield because when he first played in that preseason match where he made that little half turn, he had a guy on him and he just turned upfield and just took off. I was like, we need something like that because we're not getting that from anybody. Like Skelly has it, right? But he's coming from a defensive side. If you have that also from an offensive side, which is what and where he would give us, now you have the threat that he's going to shoot when he makes that turn. So for me, I just feel like, you know what?
Yeah.
If you don't have a backup to Erdegaard right now, so why not? You know what?
He should be the backup.
Yeah.
He should. I thought today we might play him there, but we haven't. And I do kind of get why Arteta's not played him. I guess, especially at Everton. I think what he's gone for is a physical midfield because we know what Everton are all about. I just think he can. He could end up playing a number of positions, mate. He could end up playing that number 8, number 10 role, like you said, quite easily. I don't see him playing right wing long term. I think he's either going to play the number 8 or number 10 role, or he'll play more as a striker.
Yeah,
but
I just feel like we need to. You have a talent there. I just feel like either you give him enough minutes to let him kind of grow into it, or you send him out on loan if you're not going to do that. Because I just feel like he's up there. His numbers are matching. Lamal, right? So and he's not even starting. So the talents are there. So either you tap into it or you let it grow somewhere else, right? You do a Saliba and say he looks good, all right, but he needs. If you're not going to play him, like for me, he needs to be getting substantial minutes next year. Coming off the bench or definitely getting starts in the cups. We know that's going to happen, but I just feel like he's. Is that another head? Is that something to the head again?
Looks like the reason he took so long. He's got a patch in his head now, bloody vapor or whatever. But yeah, blood was coming from his head. That's what
I think what they should do, though, right. And this is something that we've had a big problem with, right? We all thought we needed another right winger, and we did need a right winger, but we always knew, right, that no one's going to come to Arsenal and play second fiddle to Saka, do you know what I mean? Because it just ain't going to happen. And it's like William Saliba, do you know what I mean? We're not going to pay, no one's going to want to come in and play second fiddle to him. And that's what you are going to be. Do you know what I mean? But I look at one area and I just think, like, now, like, he gives us a great option why we don't need to play Saka every game now. Do you know what I mean? He probably will give us the option why we don't have to play Odegaard every game now. So I think definitely next year he can still get enough minutes, but not now down a concrete first team place. Do you know what I mean? But I think, like, 100% right, especially in 2 to 3 years, mate, this guy needs his position and this guy needs to be like one of the main players in our team. When we think of Max Downham as well, who's coming in, who's going to start creeping into the team, and that's a given, mate, that he's going to be given a pathway to that first team. It's how we're going to accommodate all these players and where we're going to play them. But me personally, I think one area centrally somewhere, whether that is in that midfield role.
Just think about it, like in 3 or 4 years, you have Nweri and Dalman coming at you as a back line, Saka
No,
is
it's
definitely
ridiculous.
Saka's in his set 27, 28, and you're like, what the hell? What are you gonna do? And Gyökeres is still, he's figured out this whole Premier League thing. And who figures out? And is Nick Williams actually on the left side, or have we figured out we need a change there as well? So I don't know. It just sounds like a good. I mean, I don't like looking to the future, but you definitely have a good plan there if you're gonna stick to it, right? So
The thing is, as well, fucking hell, Paul Willie, you got me going there. The thing is, as well, yeah, right. The rumours that we're having seem quite concrete in terms of the players. So when we talk about Suleiman, Gyökeres, and Williams, they're very consistent, aren't they? Like, it doesn't seem like these ones that have been done are just kind of like, tabloid press as such, or people just starting rumours. It seems they seem to be quite concrete. They seem to be running through David Ornstein as well. Do you know what I mean? So I'm quite confident. Yeah, right, we're going to get our business done early, and we're going to get the right players in at last, because this is what we need to go to the next stage.
Yeah. No, it sounds like, I mean, at least from the word on the street is we should have 3 first teamers coming in for sure. So, and that would be answering all those questions about all the holes that we have right now, or the holes that we have in terms of a striker, a left wing, and a number 6, or box to box, whatever you want to call it. So,
and you know what? We'll have another option next year with like Moreno as well. Like, he can go up top if you need him to go up top. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying that he will, but like, do you know what I mean? It gives us a different option now, don't it? Like, I think he's done all right up top personally. Like, when you sit there and think about the amount of goals he has scored, we didn't expect him to score them goals, did we? Let's be honest.
I you know what, for me, I just feel like when Arteta has confidence in you, it looks like what Moreno did, right? He had confidence in Xhaka. Anytime he came on the pitch, I don't feel like he felt like he was just being out there just for the hell of it. Like, Kiwior comes out right now, that man doesn't feel like he's out there for a reason. He just like, I thank you for the minutes, Arteta, but I know you didn't really want to do this kind of thing. Whereas I feel like at least for me, it seems like that the way the players play and respond to getting minutes on the pitch, like Kiwior should be like should be going crazy that he's getting to play in these games, right?
Yep.
And he doesn't look like it sometimes. So especially when you're playing against, you're playing with Saliba, you're playing with Saliba. Come on. You can't, you know what?
True, Matt. Yeah, no, exactly. You're playing one of the best.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
You can tell Ben White's playing back again, can't you? We have missed this run.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm wondering if Timber goes centre back.
Yeah. 6 minutes of extra time. That cross from Weary was a little bit off. Arsenal up 1-0.
But this is, do you know what, right? It does frustrate me a little bit, right? That it takes us having to play this kind of game for us to rotate the team. But I think we should be rotating the team.
I've been asking for rotation for the last 5 years. And the reason why is because when Arteta first started, right, he didn't have the team he wanted. But he would not play anybody, really, unless he was forced. And I'm like, you cannot do that to your squad. Anybody on the squad has to have a place, right?
Yeah.
Or else you're basically going to lose them. And then when you get that happened. Remember when Tomiyasu didn't play for a month and a half, and then we had to force him and play him against City, and then he made that terrible back pass. And I'm like, that's you, Arteta. That's because you don't play him. He sat on the bench for a month, for 6 weeks, and now he needs to play in the City match. And now look what you get. You get a player that's not on it.
No, I totally agree, mate. I think all these injuries, mate, are pretty much like players being overplayed. Like, even look at the Gabriel one, mate. And I'm not saying like, because we know we've had injuries and all that and problems, but we're 7-1 up against PSV, mate.
That's all right. We're not going to give up 6 goals at home, right?
No, never, mate. Never.
It's all right if we give up 4. We're not giving up 6, And even if that happened, you then bring on Saliba and Gabriel, and you basically shut down the shop, So nothing goes in.
What I would say though is that the team, I know some people. Oh, come on! Come on.
Go on. Oh, unlucky. Go on, Rice.
Oh, fucking hell, Rice, mate.
Nice long ball to Trossard. They'll tipped away from him. Oh, come on, Rice! You gotta put your foot through that one, right at Tykowski.
Yeah, you are, mate.
Oh, well, I don't think we're expecting Rice to be able to put that away, but so seriously, what is Rice's role?
Box. I think he's a.
What does he do? Okay, supposedly, Partey's a box to box, right? So, what part of Partey's game that we like do you see in Rice?
Oh, he's lucky, mate. He didn't bring Trossard down then.
Oh man, he does get it. I didn't think he got that ball. Tykowski makes two defensive plays there.
Fuck off, Trossard. He's limping now.
He ran into.
They're not going to be able to see Saka fucking run on, are they?
No.
Well, you probably might see Saka have to run on because you might have to take somebody off.
He's limping, Trossard. Hopefully, it's just a stud toe or something like that.
Hey, if Trossard comes off and Saka comes on, maybe we will get to see Nweri and Saka play together.
Oh mate, someone took my lead out. I reckon we should be at least 2-0 up in this game.
Well, you know what? I don't know about that. The way we've been playing, kind of game and everything. You're asking a lot out of this team to do
mate,
that,
we've had
right?
the chances to be 2-0 up in this game.
We've had so many chances in every other game, and we've had a full squad in some of those games, and we still struggled. Now we're down, man, and you're asking us to do the same? Come on, to do better? Up. Come on.
No, we should be 2 up, Everton, that's what I'm saying. We should be 2 up at the moment.
Yeah, if we were a team that was rolling, but we're not rolling, man. We're struggling. We've been struggling. We're taking a 1-0. We're taking this 1-0 lead.
We should be 2 up.
No, you're taking this 1-0 lead. You're going to be happy with it, all right?
Away.
You'd be happy with this.
I'm happy with it, but we should be 2 up.
I hear you, but that's the same in many other games. We should have beaten Nottingham Forest, right? We didn't. We should.
No, but
Everton
we should be.
Everton hasn't lost in 5 matches, man.
Good opportunities. I'm having it, mate. Mate, listen, the only time I'm happy about being 1-0, mate, is when the full-time whistle goes.
Very true.
That's the only time I'm happy.
No, we definitely need a second goal. We definitely need a second goal, but I have a feeling that second goal might come when we open things up with like we sat Gabriel too, right? We sat Gabriel and Saka, right? So maybe we'll bring both of them on and to finish this thing off, right? So
that's 2 good subs to have, isn't it? To be fair.
Martinelli and Saka. And you know what? I would like to see Martinelli show exactly what he did in that last match because I think we're going to need it. And so it'd be nice to really and truly get him to show consistency with that form. So,
mate, Gav, they've all got their Arsenal on stay, mate. Bobby, Billy, they've all got their Arsenal on.
Yeah, well, is it really
I'll take it at half time, mate? Should be 2-0, but yeah, I'll take 1-0.
Got just under a minute left of extra time here. Oh, there you go. Under. It looks like he's limping. You're gonna have to. Yeah.
Where is Stay Humble?
Oh dear.
Oh, mate, I think I'll give you a message, right?
You see, it's literally a 1 second voice note came through.
Knows how that happens.
That was after I sent you that picture that I found on Twitter and Hathaway.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of rich coming from Gav, considering his current Chelsea team isn't doing all that this year. They're scraping past against Tottenham midweek. They're trying to get into top 4. Know your lanes, Gav. Know your lanes. If watching Arsenal is cruelty, what the hell is watching Chelsea then?
I wouldn't put my kid through it.
No.
You want to take one of your cars? Yeah. Well, give me a minute. I'm going to get his trainers now. Let me go and get your trainers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Should be here in a minute.
All right.
Oh dear. Let's have a look at the other game as well.
What other game?
The Tom's game, 1-1.
It's at halftime. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it? That's it. Look, because you could break things. Come in this way. This way, now. Come on. Oh, of course, yeah. Of course we did. Wasn't you in a title race, Gav, until Christmas? What happened there? We're above you, Arsenal. We're above you. Look how that's played out for you. What's doing now? What are you doing, by the way? Oh, I think I got a doing.
You got them on the wrong way. Bobby.
Yeah.
Change him around. You got to train on the wrong way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good effort. Cool. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
Hey, cuddle.
Mate, he gets his own trainers on and everything. He's not even free yet.
Rhetoric gamer, you know what? Your happiness is key in this whole thing. So
I like to think so, sir.
if you're not happy, then it's not worth it.
Well, that's probably why his nan's picking him up for the full-time whistle. Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Hoodie.
Yeah, Gav. Of course you did, Gav. I can get the receipts, you know.
I thought they were winning the league, weren't they?
That's what I thought, yeah.
I don't even know what he said.
He's basically saying we bottled the league because we apparently we were the favourites to win the league at the start of the season.
Mate. Look at our injuries this year, mate. That's not bottling. I think it's quite admirable that we're still second.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the crazy part of this. This is under, at least in the last 3 years, is Arteta's worst year in terms of the players not being available or in form, and nobody can take second from us. Not that I want second, I want first. So
Where's the TV gone on?
You not something?
Oh, what's happening there?
There you go.
For fuck's sake.
Keo.
Bossard again.
Yeah.
Again.
So one reason why I want Sack on at halftime is because I want him to warm up like now.
It's his legs, yeah.
To get a long warm up as opposed to the little short warm up that he got in the last one. Even if you have to pull him after 30 minutes, I'd say that would be a good thing. Anyway, so, but let him get a decent warm up and let him like if he. We're all expecting him to start right against Real Madrid, or are we not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're expecting him to start, then let's get him a decent warm up. Let him come in and get 30 minutes at the least. He should be able to finish the half and then go from there. Then you'll know whether or not he can last. I forgot if he has the recovery left in him. So
Would you start him?
I personally was already. I was of the thought that we're rushing him back. So
Yeah.
so that's my first thought was we're rushing him back for what? I got what? Not only you beat Real Madrid, then you have another tough match against either a revived PSG or Unai Emery, who you struggle against. And then if you win that, then you have to go against either a Barcelona, Bayern Munich, or Inter. Another kind of struggle, like three struggles with what we have on the defensive side. We'll who's gonna who we were expecting to come back, right? Nobody else is coming back on our defense, right?
Calafiori.
Calafiori, but he's not a starter for us, right? So he comes in and gives Skelly some minutes, a break. But in reality, we got it. This is our back line with Timber, and for Kirior, and then we figure out where they go. All right, is it Ben White in the middle? Is it Timber in the middle?
Yeah, totally agree, mate.
I don't think we have.
I think
this is it.
I think potentially it might be Timber.
Yeah.
Good athleticism, yeah.
I think potentially it might be Timber, just for the fact that he can play on the left-hand side of the two.
Yeah.
And it makes a bit of sense with Ben White playing right back today. And I actually think Ben White and Saka will give us that dimension back again.
Yep.
I think in general, you've got Ben White stuck on the wing. Obviously overlapping and all that as well.
Yeah.
And you've got Odegaard as well providing the balls. So yeah, This is the thing. This is the mental thing that of all the injuries this season, not only are we second, but what we've missed with key players. We've missed a lot of key players this season.
Yeah. And our defense, and the defense has shown that we don't need really to outside of Partey and Jorginho leaving. We really have what we need, right?
Yeah.
We really have what we need. We might need another. We definitely. If Kirill is gone, we have to replace him, right? But in reality, everybody else is just, we have the numbers even without making any one defender. Maybe if Zubimendi's coming in, that answers the question about what to do with Partey. And I would like them to just say, Partey, here's whatever, a little extra for you to stay one more year, and let's because I don't know I don't think Rice is. I don't think he's the 6 we want or the box to box we want. So I don't know what he is. That's $100 million, and I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what he is.
I get what you're saying, but I think going by we're going for Zubimendi in the summer. Sorry, it does look like Zubimendi's going to be the number 6, and Declan's going to be, or in Arteta's head, the long-term replacement to Xhaka, basically, the box-to-box. And then he's got to get that into him, basically. He's got to start drilling that in pre-season.
Yeah, he needs to, if he's going to play,
got the athleticism
He's
to do
not
it.
going to play sixth, and he has to be a little. For me, he has to be a little bit more daring and a little bit more adventurous in his passing. I mean, passing up the pitch is something he doesn't want to do. Like his numbers say he's doing really well, but I don't think they're the passes that we look at Partey and go, damn it, that one squeezed through. Oh, that one did squeeze through, right? Like that pass that Partey put in to Timber for the goal, right? That we scored in the last match. Declan Rice probably doesn't make that pass because it's like bang bang, right? I don't, So
No, come here.
I think he's. I think personally, I don't think he can dictate in a game enough to the style we want to play to be a number 6.
No,
I think he 100% is a number 8 for us.
Mhm.
But I do agree that he needs to contribute more in terms of goals. I
either
think
goals or he needs to put those balls on the tee to his teammates on the run. Like
he's got the ability to do that.
Yeah,
That's the frustrating thing. He has got the ability to do that. He's got the ability to score goals. He's got the ability to put balls on people's heads and wherever you want it. Yeah, right. He has got the ability to do that, and he has been. I just think this year with the team, I do wonder as well, with obviously the amount of injuries we've had, and like the amount of probably in-game relationships players have got. I do wonder, like, whether this has affected other players' games. Like, I think with Declan Rice, well, that he come into the season injured, didn't he? And then he got that red card. And I think
we should have never rushed him back.
no, we shouldn't have done. You're right. He shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have played the first 3 to 5 games of the season. We should have given him that break, let him recovered, and then brought him back in. And I think because of that, and I think because of the way he started his season went, because it weren't good whatsoever. I think that's kind of probably not seeing him to his best this year. Like last year, he was totally different. Do you know what I mean? Like he was getting into the opportunities. He was scoring last minute winners. He was scoring goals. But yeah, I think it is number 8. But I think he needs to contribute more goals because when you look at Granit Xhaka in the last 2 seasons, especially last season,
that's why he is not the replacement for Xhaka.
Yeah, he was
He doesn't
superb.
score because he doesn't score the goals. He doesn't score the goals, and he, like I said, he's not trusting in his passing that he should be. Because our players were run on the end of these balls, right? So
I tell you another player, yeah, right, that would interest me. I don't think we'll go for him, but he would interest me on that left-hand side. Is that Eze? Because some games I watch, yeah, right, I sit there and I think if we had an Eze, someone who's got the ability to run through the middle, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've heard that, yes, on the going forward part, he would be perfect. But on the Arteta, like, you need to have defensive responsibilities part, everybody's like, you know what? Arteta needs both for his system to work. And that's why I think sometimes he'll err on the side of, you know what? Your strength should be your offense, but your defense matches what I want, so I'll stick with you.
I just think, yeah, right. If you got a Saka and a Williams and you got an Eze, no, mate, no team. Look, when Palace, I think they had Zaha Elise in him at one point, didn't they? Right, they were ripping teams, mate.
I don't think they didn't get to play long enough together for it to.
No, exactly. Could you imagine? Like, I'm not saying that he'll start every game for us, but as a squad option, yeah, right. And in certain games, like especially the home games, mate, when you got the low blocks, yeah, right. I think he would be absolutely perfect to have in your team because as it goes, yeah, right, he can carry the ball, he can beat a player in midfield. Do you know what I mean? He can do all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I feel that that's part of our problem is that we haven't really got that player, and like you say, Declan Rice is not that player.
Yeah.
So,
we've got sub. Martinelli's coming on.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if Trossard and Saka.
Oh, that's a 6 Saka.
I told you, Saka, Martinelli and Saka coming on. I like it. I know in where he gets pulled, and Trossard is Trossard out? Yeah, Trossard must be out as well, right? Trossard actually had a knock anyways coming off.
So. Trossard had a knock. I think it was already prearranged with old Sterling.
No, 1 year in Sterling.
Okay. Yeah, Sterling has to come off. What am I saying? Sterling has to come off.
Yeah, I reckon he's already been told Sterling, like, you're getting 45 minutes today, we have to play Saka. I think Sterling hasn't done anything wrong to be ripped off.
Yeah. Well, he's not done anything that we're surprised by. This is what he is right now for us right now. So
I am quite surprised though Oh, that's sorry. Put me on mute again, right?
And he just gave two hands down to Ben White. He's like, all right, let's get the show on the road. Mm. Mm-mm. Only team in Club World Cup, I believe, Gav. What?
Well, let me know when you want to come off mute, Liam.
I thought the special windows are for everyone because the league can't have extra. It can only have 90 days, so they're not gonna open up the window for just the Club World Cup teams. They have to open it up for everybody because they can't give extra. They're not gonna give an extra 10 days to the Club World Cup teams. I don't think that's gonna happen. So
There'll be a
everybody gets to play. Gav, everybody gets to play.
What are you doing, mate? Talk. This is, again, I'm not saying I told you so, but he's a Spanish.
Oh my gosh! How did he run by the ball? He ran by the ball. The one thing, if you're gonna come out like that, you have to make sure you get your chest or your foot on the ball. Come on.
Yeah, at least commit to it. Yeah. He's got a penalty. To Everton. That's not a pen. Fuck me.
Where's the penalty at? The foul was outside the box. The foul was outside the box.
He didn't
foul was outside the box.
Again, doesn't even hesitate, the ref. And it's 50-50.
The foul was outside the box. How in the world is it?
And they're both going at each other as well. It's not like it's just one. But they're both going at it. Yeah. Because the foul ended in the box.
There's no way that's a foul. Like at that point, there's no contact anymore.
Well, even if it's a foul, it's outside the. As you say, it's outside the box. This is a joke. There's
no foul there. That should be a guy trying to draw a yellow. This is where if VAR is supposed to do what it's supposed to do.
They're not going to overturn it.
It should say no. There's nothing there. There's no penalty. There's no foul in the box. That's what it should say. Which side of the line? You see this? I'm listening to this. They're not even saying it's outside the box. Now they said it.
The location of the foul has been confirmed. They're now checking for offside.
So the location should be it's out. Gav says it's out.
They've given it. They've given the penalty. Yet again, looking after... And Stuart Atwell's on VAR. What a surprise. This is a fucking joke, I'm telling you. And Jorginho's now been booked for protesting. Fucking joke.
It didn't even continue into the box as far as I'm concerned. There was no contact at that point. He just went down under, guess what? There was contact. So
I want there to be a statement. We made a mistake. Sorry, guys. Like you did for Liverpool. Fucking idiots. And this is why football fans in general in England, in terms of Premier League fans, don't trust officials.
They don't trust it, but then they laugh at this and then they go, you know what, it's good on Arsenal, and then tomorrow they're like, what was me? Why did it happen to me? And it's like, you know what? Wow. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one.
So finally, we're ready. And it's Illivan and Jai against David Ryan.
Absolute joke.
You're going to call that, Dan. Let's see what he called for the rest of this match, right?
That goes the wrong way. 1-1.
Wow. Brought our subs in and didn't even really get a chance to see it work.
No, because the referee has to make it about himself. But yeah, again, David, what is it with David Raya since the turn of the year? Before the turn of the year, he would never do what he's doing now. Suddenly, it's like New Year's Day, I'm going to dive extra early for the penalty. Did it in the penalty shootout against United. He's done it there. He's done it again there. He's diving early, and it literally then goes, because he's then diving, the players just go, oh, okay, I'll go the other way then. And beforehand, I'll give him his credit beforehand, he was doing his job. He was actually doing his job. Needs about going on a rant. I'll have to take him off mute. Knock yourself out, Liam.
Mate, the game's finished, mate. The game's finished. Like, we sit here week after week, month after month, year after year, seeing crap like that. Like, I was watching it. When I see it, I thought, VAR will call this back. Nah, but they won't, will they? Do you know what I mean? Like, Everton, they got away with a blatant red card on Wednesday night, which was the most red card ever. And then this. And you sit here and wonder why that no one trusts what happens on the football pitch. No one trusts these referees. Like, mate, it's just shambolic, mate. It's just shambolic. It will continue to happen, mate, when you've got that Mr. Ego himself doing a show which is all about himself. Do you know what I mean? And he'll sit there and defend it to a dying day. And what he'll do is he'll speak to his earpiece tomorrow, Mr. Gallagher. He'll come out on Monday and tell you all why that was a penalty. Mate, if that's a penalty, yeah, right, I'm done, mate. I'm done. There's no way in a million years that's a penalty.
And what's going to make it
absolute no way is that
between now and Monday when they defend this on, as you say, on Sky? What's going to compound it even more?
Now they're fucking counter-attacking again. But, mate, we'll be told on Monday why it was a penalty, mate. You know it. I know it, mate.
I guarantee some point this weekend that same incident will happen again and he won't have the same outcome. I guarantee it. But
mate,
they'll defend
themselves.
Of
course it won't, mate. Of course it won't. But we've seen this, mate. There's no difference to the Brighton game, this ain't, mate. This is no different to the Brighton game. This is no different to the Brighton game, yeah, right? When he got when that Saliba got done with it. Come on, Tross. I'll play Martinelli. Oh,
Gabby, come on, man.
We'll go back to see the Gabby Martinelli that you're used to today. I'm sure of it.
I hope not. I just.
But this is why, mate. Like, you just know, mate. When we go in at half-time at 1-0, mate, like we're one referee decision away. This is why we need to be ruthless. This is why we need to be brutal. Do you know what I mean? This is why we need to be clinical. This is why we need the better players to come into this club, mate. Because, in my opinion, we had the chances to be 2-0 up in that first half. And then we're relying on these clowns to kind of make the decisions they do.
Yeah. Well, I hear you because basically, we don't lose to Liverpool if we have better players. No. We don't lose to Brighton if we had better players to start the season. We'll be on a winning streak in that first part of the season if we had better players. But, now I'm not really, now because of the injuries.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I thought we had a chance there.
Oh, why didn't Skelly just take that shot? You're standing on the 18. You're standing on the 18 by yourself. Put your foot through it, man.
We've just made the game a game, haven't we? We've just made the game a game, and you're like...
And then we don't take advantage of what we get, right? We get opportunities to take the shot, and we won't want to take it. Nobody wants to take it.
Dex.
What's that? No, it wasn't. No, it was. Balls in. Oof. 60 seconds into the match, and we give a penalty. How can you come out not attentive to what needs to be done, man? Yeah, and Skelly seems to be always be in those situations, right? Is that on him all the time or something else? There's always one-on-one with some.
Oh, fucking, what is that? What the fuck is that?
First and foremost, what it is.
Oh my gosh.
But it's not a pen. In no universe is that a pen. In no. It just
I mean, I know they said the contact there was contact into the box, but it
both of
wasn't
them were.
contact that you get called for ever.
Oh.
Like they definitely had to release once they knew they were in. You know, he
Well,
definitely
what's that
released when
look?
they knew when they got into the box. So at that point, it's just regular contact that you have in a box when you have two players attacking a ball, right? So I mean, I think he just needs to go after the ball. He's protecting. He's trying to go. Hold on to the man. If he just goes for the ball and clears it, none of that happens. But he's too worried about the man and not the ball. I think the ball is more important at that point, and gets himself in trouble. But yeah, Lee Dixon probably said the same thing. He said he let that ball bounce. He should have just went and got it. But yeah.
Oh, fucking right. Is that Rice again?
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Fucking pull your finger out.
Not a good touch there. See those little things right there? If he holds on to that ball for a second, right? You know, he turns around and he should see someone coming at him, but nothing. There's 4 boxes on here. What's up? What's going on there?
I don't know what's going on.
It's like who's the mystery guest?
Oh yeah, I thought we had another guest coming on.
What is it doing? Risham's like mad today.
So I don't know about you guys, but we haven't gone up that right hand side for a bit. I don't know why we haven't. We seem to have our best player over there.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Let's go up that right hand side. Maybe test that out for a little bit.
Oh my god, mate!
Nope. We go up the left side once again. There we go. Martinelli, get on it. Martinelli.
Oh, Jorginho, man, so fucking flat-footed.
If he gets to that ball, he should be able to take a shot.
He deserves to get fucking fouled just for the fucking not taking the shot.
And to see these little things come back to haunt at you, right? Because you don't put any pressure on. It means they know that you're not going to take the shot, and all that comes back. And then you're like, why didn't we get that second goal in the first half? Now why haven't we got the second goal? Banford is on. Uh-oh, Leeds are going for it now.
Oh my god, mate! Mate. Honestly, I just knew it, mate. I knew, right? That's why I'm not happy.
Should change the score. Ryan doesn't have to change the score.
Who's taking this free kick?
Fuck knows.
Rice, Saka.
Just let Saka take it, man. I need to see.
I'm currently looking at Pickford's fucking mug at the moment, so
I got no confidence.
Rice and Saka send over it.
It'd be nice to score a free kick.
Probably hit the wall, smash it into Rose Z, one of the two.
Wait, we'll never score a free kick again.
What did I tell you?
Oh, I've never known a team to do absolute nothing from free kicks.
Did he not tell his teammates maybe you should jump?
with all the work we do on set pieces, the one thing we haven't worked on clearly is like an actual free kick.
Yeah, exactly.
He kicked it right into his. Didn't he just kick it into his teammate's shins? I mean, like they didn't move. They just.
Good ball that is. Come on, Saka. I'm not expecting too much. I should have pulled that back. Should have pulled that back to Jorginho. Oh, we're just making wrong decisions, mate. It's like 1 minute ago, mate. Trossard just needed to pass to Martinelli, and then he didn't. I just... It's fucking painful watching us at times, mate. Honestly. I think I'd get Odegaard on.
Well, you might as well go with your lineup for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And just figure out what you got.
Jesus, that went a bad free kick in, to be fair. What the fuck is that?
That was a hit and hope clearance, wasn't it? It's like, oh, I don't want it. You have it. Oh, I don't want it.
Man.
Well, commentator saying Ben White's going to be hooked off for timber.
Mate, well, do you know what, right? Rice has been absolute fucking shit, mate, starting his second half, mate. He needs to fucking get... Mate, honestly, he's been so fucking bad.
Oh, Declan, come on. How is that a foul on Declan? The guy runs into him.
You asked you asked a question where the same thing happened 10 minutes ago for a penalty that wasn't a penalty. This ref ain't got a clue what a foul is.
So White is off, Timber is on. Does that give us any answers for who's going to start our back line?
No, it gives us no answers, mate. I've got a fucking bad feeling about this game, mate. Where it's panning out.
Peed off now. You don't start either.
Well done, Rice. That's better.
So if Ben White can't play past 60, wouldn't it have made sense maybe to bring Kyrgios on late in the game?
Fuck me, mate. That was some run that was, wasn't it? Hey, did you see that run?
Skelly's strong, man. He's strong.
Mate, that is some fucking run he's just done there, mate. Jesus Christ.
Krakowski with a yellow. All right. Can we bring on who can we bring on to take a free kick?
Well, the last person that did it was Odegaard against Burnley a few years back. So
yeah, that man can't. That man is Rose Z when he kicks.
This is where you need old odds.
Oh. Every once MLS does this, and then he does other stuff too. So you got to take the good with the bad right now. So,
yeah. But that's what I'm saying, mate. That's why we need that player. That's what I was saying earlier on, mate. We need a player who can run through that middle like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Mate, don't get me wrong. I expect fuck all from this free kick.
Well,
we got quite a big wall.
Rice, Trossard, and Saka standing over it though.
Huh?
Rice, Trossard, and Saka all standing over it.
Who's taking it? I reckon Rice is taking it away. Trossard can't be taking it.
He's directly standing over it, so I think he goes whack it.
Well, he don't look like he can. If he don't look like positioned well enough. Trossard's even run to put. I think Rice is taking it. Saka, mate. I don't think Trossard's taking it.
Oh, yeah. Almost did it. Almost put the duck. On target, at least, with a bit of power.
Get Jorginho off, man. Just get him off, mate.
Part two is on the sideline, so maybe that means he'll be coming on soon.
Fucking too good.
Jorginho just passed it to the nobody. That was a nice strike from Rice.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, I'm not going to replay again. It's just that, isn't it?
It's not a great free kick, mate.
No.
It's just hitting target.
It was right at the goalkeeper. If he goes top bins, he probably scores, or I guess it's a better chance for sure. But,
So James Garner's come on for Everton, along with the Chelsea reject of a striker. And Beto's gone off.
Yeah.
Mate.
Oh boy.
Don't bring him down, Timber. Oh, fucking hell, mate. You could see what was going to happen there, mate. He got caught.
What's the replay? They're both at it, though. Again, it's like the penalty. They're both going at it.
Yeah.
He's all, and the ref's going, you're pulling his shirt. He isn't. It's fucking the Everton player pulling his shirt.
Mate, I don't expect nothing
This
from
is a
this
joke.
referee,
This is
mate.
actually a fucking joke. Look, this is set up.
There's really no. I mean, he pulls his arm, but there's really nothing going on there.
The whole claim from the referee is the referee's gone to Timber saying you're pulling his shirt. You look at the replay; it's the other way round.
Oh, you know what? And Timber doesn't say anything. I guess.
He's literally saying,
You know what? You can
Mate, I got mate. Honestly, the way we're corner. How we made this a fucking game again, mate? Do you know what I mean? It's
the referee's helped.
you noticed though, right? It's always down that side, mate. It's always down that side.
I think that's the risk you take with Miles Lewis Skelly. You know what I mean? If that's Timbo on the left side, we don't say that, right?
I'm gutted that we couldn't get back to having White, Timber, Gabriel, and Saliba, mate. I think that was the. What's going on here?
You just pushed him again. Come on, referee. You just pushed him again.
Mate, what's Trossard doing though, mate? Fuck me, mate. Get your hands away from around his waist, mate.
Why is he bringing Timber over? The guy just pushed him twice.
This guy shouldn't be playing today, mate. Do you know that?
It's a foul in the box. Come on, call the foul and move on. Why is you talking to Timber? Tykowski pushed him twice on your watch, and you didn't. You know you're talking to Timber,
and he gets to retake the corner kick, mate. Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand that. If I'm Timber, I'm like, why do you need to talk to me? I didn't do anything. You let him put two hands on me, and you didn't say a damn word to him.
Ref!
Got two hands on him again. Two hands on him again. Come on.
Oh, well played. Mate, this ref's fucking awful, mate. This ref is absolutely...
The referee's not even watching the ball. And look at what happened there. Goalkeeper gets... Come on, get a touch on it. There we go.
What a fucking joke this is.
It's a... Look.
Now, what does he want now? What is he talking about now? What? His head's bleeding again.
You can see, mate, that ref is fucking shocking.
Oh, Brian should have got a foul there. No, nothing.
Yeah, and he's on a booking, ironically. What a surprise. Everton player on a booking gets a warning.
He's running right at the goalkeeper. Come on. Where's the side judge? He can see that. Come on. Somebody's watching that ball. Come on.
Oh, Moreno's getting a Teddy Butcher look.
Go.
Right, who's coming off?
Any day now will be great.
Eugenio, for the God. Fuck for that.
Hey, so we get to see Rice in the 6th, right? Wait, no. Wait, no. Yeah, we get to see Rice in the 6th. There we go. See how this thing works. Yeah, you bring all this firepower, you better score another goal, man.
Got 20 minutes.
Go on.
This is not the first 11. This is not
Look,
the first
Martinelli
11.
back. Look what I say. Right, Martinelli back to being Martinelli.
Yep.
Mate, one good. That's all I ever see is one good game followed by that.
He can't even hold on to the ball. How can you run over the ball?
Teases you, mate. He teases you.
What happened? You know what I mean? Did you not watch the last game and go, "Can I do that again?" And go, "No, I can't do that again." That would be asking too
This is
much.
shit now.
Well, you're not going to the best player on your pitch. Ball's up the left-hand side for most of this half. I mean, a few times it goes up the right-hand side. Is that like to save Saka? What's the point of that? If Saka is supposed to be coming back for the Real Madrid game, guess what? He needs more touches. Uh-oh. Am I echoing?
Yeah, you are, mate.
I haven't changed anything.
Oh, mate.
Fucking take your time there. Fucking hell.
Cynical.
Break your give a penny, that's not a pen, and the cynical foul. Like, oh, I've got to give it now. My mate's flagging it. Okay.
He wasn't going to give it first, was he?
No.
Man, he just kicked him in the chin. Very nice.
I'm tired watching this. Why is Kivior fucking getting involved in the conversation? Even Rice is tends to go away.
So I heard you. Go.
Fucking hell.
Oh my days.
Well, whatever he heard, mate, he didn't fucking execute it, did he? It's just shit, mate. It's second half shit.
I've got another player down now. I think it's an Everton player.
Well, he was much better in the first half.
Oh yeah, the player that's been on for like a few minutes in the second half has got cramp. Of course he has.
No, this guy. What do you mean? He's guy hit the.
I'm saying
PK.
he's only played it since it's half time, I think.
What do you mean? No, he started the match.
I didn't
His
notice
first start, he came off an injury. He's been out injured for a lot of the season.
Oh, and as he's going off as well, so it allows him to make the sub. Prick.
So he's not injured. Got it.
No, it's we got kicked off. Oh mate, I've got to go off. Sorry. Tierney's come off for Lewis Skelly.
Sinchenko must be pissed.
Now, as soon as Skelly came on, man, I knew he was dropped to like third, fourth on the list, man. His days would definitely numbered, man. That should have been a goal. Should have been a shot on target at the least for Leeds.
Just
I don't know how
throw the
he
ball to their goalkeeper.
he missed everything. Gotta better get your foot on that one. Ball's in the box. A lot of blue shirts, and Pickford picks it up.
I'll play the rod.
Long ball. Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, don't start that.
50.
Declan's now struggling about the looks of it. Anything else want to go wrong, football girls? Anything else you want to put on us?
Yeah, he's definitely feeling whatever he's feeling.
Oh, go on.
Mate, how's he not scored that?
Oh, you dick.
How's he not? Fuck, I think he's offside anyway. But, mate, if you don't, you got to be scoring that, mate. You got to be whacking that in the back of the net.
He's not offsides. He might be. You know what? I have a feeling he felt a little sorry about that tackle, that foul he put on.
It's safe.
Yeah, he definitely fouls.
It's an unbelievable save, to be fair. But still, he should be scoring that.
Yeah. I think he took something off of this one when he fouled a guy.
Just fucking, mate, this is fucking jarring me.
Well, we just won't go up that right-hand side. Now, what's up with that? The right-hand side just seems like a pariah. We just won't go up it. There we go. Nope. Done on that side. Nope. Gonna go back. Nope. Done on that side.
It's fucking hell. Let's go backwards, eh? Back to Raya. Come on.
No. Can't go up the right-hand side. That's just not what we want. You said Erdegaard is on the pitch, right?
Quick enough, do we? Like, even there. What's he, Mike?
All right, turn up the pitch. Let's go.
Go on, Odds. Nice ball. Oh, mate, what? Why is he? I don't get why he left that. Why did he leave it, Trim Timber?
What do you do? Go over my no.
There's no way whatsoever, right? That should be going out for a goal kick. Oh, mate, big old bites of bloody Rosie, mate. I'll take that fucking all day long.
To be fair, she's a Rangers fan. Doesn't take much.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Everton, who everybody, we all think is they're testing, they're putting the ball in the box a lot more than we are.
Please. Lay down. Lay down. Come on.
Oh boy. This is playing right. Everton loves this. We're not doing anything about it because we won't even let Saka get a touch of the ball. Nothing good could come out of that. On the pitch for like
what was the point being Saka on? Tell me.
for a half, you bring him on, and we won't go up the right hand side.
Do you know what the biggest kick team? I've seen that possession, 77% we've had, and somehow we're not winning this game. It shows you, mate. Like, it's always the last.
God is.
No, don't want to go up that right hand side.
Come on.
Should pass.
The left hand side. Yep.
Oh my God, this is so boring to watch.
Well,
then what we do, right? We'll lose it, and then they'll fucking counter attack us.
yeah, because you don't give the ball to your best player. Give it to Saka. No, he's on the other side of the pitch. No way you're going to get in the ball there.
No, it's a fucking free kick. It's just like, mate. Oh, it's just fucking tedious.
Ooh, there is no way Saka's going to get the ball the way we're playing.
What are you doing, Martinelli? Fucking hell. Shit ball.
No.
Martinelli's done fuck all, mate. He has done absolute fuck all.
Oh.
And then he's lost it again. Mate, honestly, I'm tired of him, mate. Come on. Good ball. Tierney. Fucking Odegaard.
What has happened to him?
Mate, I don't know what's happened to him, mate. But the geezer, like I said before, all he can do is score an open goal.
Wow.
Mate, it's shocking from him again, mate. It's absolutely shocking from him.
Wow.
I know, mate.
Wow. What in the world are you doing? What? He splits the defenders. That ball's on target. Like,
Mark,
they gave you the
what the fuck was you playing it like that to him? Mate, this geezer's fucking clueless, mate. He's absolutely clueless, mate. The sooner we get a left winger in, the fucking better. He has done absolutely nothing. Nothing.
That's why I would have liked to have seen Nweri and Saka on the same pitch together.
Won't do it though, will he?
I mean, your two best, I think, attackers on the front line won't play them.
Come on. Right, now do him, Martinelli. Do him. Do something. Oh, good shot, good save.
Oh, well, lucky.
Oof.
Should score that. Come on, Saka, put the money on put the ball in the money.
No, he's finally got to touch the ball after like 10 minutes.
Fucking miserable, mate. This is.
This ref's giving everything to them, by the way. That's what we never called, but hey ho.
That's what happens when you don't score goals, mate. You rely on these wankers.
Lee thinks it's a corner.
Don't expect nothing, mate, out of these officials. Our creativity is shocking, mate, to be fair. Do you know that? Oh, come on. Our creativity is just shit.
The diving prick's going off at Everton.
Who?
The diving prick, Harrison's going off at Everton. The one that died for the penalty, basically. Oh, dear.
Just fucking bullshit, mate.
Leeds have 6 minutes of extra, 5 minutes of extra time to get the winner. We yet to know what's going on here. We still got 3 minutes to go before we find out how much
Mate,
extra time we get.
Fucking hell, ref.
Marino can't hold on to the ball.
They're fucking
Where's the
booking.
restart? Come on.
How many fucking mate? Honestly, Jesus.
Well, there you go.
And he
Well
just
done,
runs
ref.
over a player.
Do your fucking job for once.
Come on, he's delaying the game. Oh, he just kicked him. He just kicked him. Oh my gosh. Referee, you've lost control, and you don't want to give it, because that means Arsenal might get something out of it, you know. Still won't go up the right hand side. What the world is up with that? I don't get that at all.
I don't get
It's always
that,
a,
mate.
and he just runs him over. Is that all? We're just playing rugby here, right? Just run people over.
I don't
Referee.
get much today. I think we've been toothless, mate, again.
Well, give the ball to your best player, right? Maybe. I don't know. Why is he on the pitch? To get a run around? To get a little
come on,
stretch?
Saliba, man. Fucking hell. Go on, Martin, Eddie.
That was nothing for that.
Go on.
Nothing.
Do him. Do him.
Oh, you fucker.
Just fucking toothless, mate, honestly. We have no idea, mate, how to create in these situations. This has been like this all season when we're away from 1-0.
I'm not. You can't say that if you're not going to get the ball to Saka. You're not going to even let him even try. What's the point? Why is he getting 45 minutes to just stand on the far on the other side of the pitch where the ball is, and to just stand there and watch it? What's the point of that? Like what is he? How is he going to get any? What are you going to get out of the Real Madrid game if all he's done today is just stand there and watch as they play on the other side of the pitch? What's the point? None of this makes any sense. He can't. If he wants to give him a run around, put him on a bike and let him ride the bike for 45 minutes.
I just think in general, mate, we're just being toothless, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you don't give the ball to Saka, what's the point of this whole thing?
Pass.
The left side is doing nothing. We won't even go up the right side. What's the point of that? What is the point of that?
This team, right? This Everton team is shit. Like, and we can't beat them in both games. Like, it's not, and both games, mate, have been exactly the same. We just can't. They've just frustrated us and left us like not to be able to create many chances. And it's our own doing, mate. Like you said, it's our own doing. Like that. What is that? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? Do you know what I mean? Like, that is just shocking. And then all you get is like Saka giving a hand up, mate. No, mate, fucking like him, mate. It's not good enough.
This is going to
4
please
minutes
you.
of extra
Give
time over here.
a player of the match by TNT.
Got 90 seconds left in this one for Leeds to try
Well,
to
do you know
get
what, right? That might be bad news for us in getting man of the match. But it just sums up, mate, yeah, right? How the hell has he got man of the match? Like, they've created literally nothing, Everton.
Who won man of the match again? Sorry, I don't know why I missed that. Kiwior?
Yeah.
Who? He plays for Everton? Is that what you just said?
No, Kiwior.
Kiwior who plays for Everton.
No, for Arsenal.
Right? Like Kiwior who plays for the only thing that makes sense there is that he plays for Everton, right? And he helped them get the goal somehow, the penalty. None of this makes
Well,
any
he's
sense.
man of the match, mate, which it absolutely amazes me. But it just says everything else you need to know about like us from an attacking perspective.
Well, you know, when you set up when you put the team together that you did to start this match, none of us should have been expecting much from the attack, and we got glimpses, but nothing consistent. I'm sorry about this echo. And can everybody hear the echo, or is it just us?
I can hear. I got no echo.
Oh, okay.
Corner kick. We need to deliver on the fucking money now, mate.
We do something.
You got 90 seconds left here. Full time, Luton Town. Goals scored 13 minutes apart in the first half. Leeds weren't able to respond.
And they've now dropped into the playoffs as well.
Oh, my God, mate. Fucking hell, Saka. Mate. Mate. Mate, that corner, yeah, right? The second half, mate. Do you know what, right? Actually, I know the penalty's been given, yeah, right? But the actual two subs have done nothing for us.
Because we didn't use them. We didn't use him. You have Saka out there for 45 minutes. He finally gets his first touch in about 20 minutes, and we're complaining that it doesn't look right. Guess what? He hasn't played, and you're not even letting him get the ball at his feet for 20 minutes, and then we're expecting him to do something when he finally does. You can't do that to your player.
I expected him to be able to put a cross in the last minute.
Yeah, you expected him to. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen when you chill out one of your players and just put him in the cooler. Guess what? They're not going to be hot anymore.
Trossard kicked out the idiot.
Mate, he's a prick, mate.
Oh my gosh, why did he do that?
Hang on, the ref blew
he didn't even kick him.
That's what I said. The ref blew for full time. The Everton players surrounded him. He changed his mind, and now they're getting a free kick.
Mate, just throw it in the bin, mate. Honestly, throw this game in the bin. He hasn't even touched him.
No.
He hasn't even touched him, mate. Mate, you can't make it up. He actually hasn't touched him.
But what compounds it worth about this ref today? The penalty that wasn't a penalty, but he's called for full time, and they bitched. They surrounded him. Multiple players at Everton bitched about it. He's changed his mind and given him a free kick.
You know what? We're gonna say it again, like we always say. We can't expect the guys in the.
Do you know what he did? Right, he allowed the geezer to get right in front of him. Yet, mate. Do you know what? Fuck.
And now he gives full time. After Ray's has been fouled, he gives full time.
No, he didn't see it. You know what? Because he turned his back on it.
Yeah, like he turned it last time.
He just turned. He turned his back on it, like he did the last time when Rayo got fouled in the box.
that ref and Stuart Atwell VAR yet again showing their corruption today. That penalty, as bad as we were burned that second half, the penalty was given. It shouldn't have been given.
Well, as Liam said, we didn't score that second goal in the first half, and came back to haunt us. So
Because poor fucking referee.
Arteta is going to take. You know, oh, he just wants everybody to get out of here.
Yeah, he doesn't want the players to get booked or sent off.
Things got to change though, mate. Like you can't be having 77% of the possession, do absolute fuck all with it. Do you know what I mean? Absolute fuck all with it. We done in that second half.
And now Liverpool need 3 wins to win the title.
Well, Liverpool won the league, mate. Like it's not. That's a given now, isn't it?
No, but I wanted us to avoid the Guard of Honour. We're not going to avoid it, are we?
Well, we're not going to avoid it, mate. We've got to do it, mate. And do you know what? As it goes, right, it might be a fucking good thing we do it because do you know what, right? As we all know, yeah, this season's been a bit of a complete, I wouldn't say a complete write-off in terms of like we'll still probably finish second place and that'll be probably where we deserve to finish. But this all started last summer. Do you know what I mean? This all started with our transfer business last summer. And this is why we're seeing what we're seeing. Yeah, we've been unlucky with injuries. But today, yeah, right, we've had enough of the ball. We've had enough of the possession. We've dominated the game and not won it. And it's just not good enough. It's not good enough to have that much ball and not win it. Do you know what I mean? And I know the penalty's the penalty, yeah, right. And that's, as I've always said, this is the problem when you don't score goals, yeah, right. And I'll go back to the back end of the Wenger years when you ain't scoring goals and the referees fuck you. There's a reason why, because yeah, they're shit, but also it's because we're not doing something right. And we're not doing something right.
When you don't put anything into your attack, and then guess what? Your attack sucks. I mean, you let go 4 attackers, 2 by loan, 2 you sell. And you bring in Sterling, and then we expect something good to come out of this. Come on,
he got an assist today. To be fair to him, didn't he? Like, do you know what?
No,
mate?
but you know what? No, yeah, everybody. The clock is 5 o'clock every time somewhere, right? So that he's gonna have he had a good game, but in general,
well, yeah,
the entire season,
it was a shocking.
We're down 4 attackers.
Yeah,
or even with him, we're down 4 attackers, right? So, and we started off. This is things Arsenal and Arsenal could have fixed. I can't just blame Arteta because he's not the one that said no to bringing in players and stuff like that. But he's
you know
not the
what
only
is,
one
right,
that said
mate?
no.
We got certain teams we play, yeah, right. And it's not about Dave Moyes calling Arteta because Sean Dyche done exactly the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't seem to have an answer, yeah, right. When teams play like that against us, we just don't have an answer. Yeah. Whatsoever, mate. We've seen it so many times this season. We see it at Brighton. We see it at Fulham. We see it here, yeah, right. We're 1-1, yeah, right. But we ain't got a clue how to break these teams down. And this is what I'm saying. Like in certain games, we need a midfield runner who can run through midfield. Do you know what I mean? Declan Rice ain't going to do that. Jorginho ain't going to do that. Odegaard ain't even going to do that. Do you know what I mean? We see it once today with Lewis Skelly, and look what havoc it caused. I actually think, yeah, right, this is the kind of player we need in that midfield, yeah, right, to kind of give us a different dimension that will get players like Saka and the left wing. I'm not going to say Martinelli because I don't believe next season he should be in this first team whatsoever. So I'm not going to use his name. Right, I'm going to use Nico Williams' name for now. If you had a Nico Williams, yeah, right, and you had a Saka, and then you had someone in that ilk, yeah, right, and as I said, like someone in the Eze ilk who can run at players, you're going to get the ball to Saka and the ball to Williams much quicker. Do you know what I mean? You're going to get it much quicker. Like today, you're bang right. What did they do for Saka today? Absolute nothing. So we brought this geezer on at half time, and as it goes, right, he's probably had no more than 8 to 10 touches in the game. But that's because of how pedestrian we are in our play. Pass, shit, check back, shit. I better check back again. David Raya, pass. How many times does a goal like that pull off? Yeah, we scored a goal like that on Tuesday. But honestly, how often do we score a goal like that? It's too slow. And it needs to change. It needs to change. And it needs to change quite quickly. And I just think, yeah, right, that midfield is not right. And I don't think it's been right all season. And I think we need a different quality in there. I honestly do. I 100% agree we need a striker. We definitely need a striker. Of course we need a striker. We definitely need a left winger because for me, Martinelli and Trossard are not good enough. but we need a bit of magic. We need someone who's going to make something happen in that middle of that park.
Well, I'm just telling you, you maybe in Weary, maybe give him. You put Saka on one side and Weary on the other side. Maybe you see something different. You know,
Why don't do you know what I mean? Why couldn't we see that in the second half, mate? Like, why couldn't we put one area in that role? Because actually, as it goes, you're bang right there. He's that player who can beat players.
He just needs a second, and the shot's gone. But you have to give him the ball. You have to give him the ball, and give him the ball in the attacking areas. He doesn't need. I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, we've seen it from him. Arteta is basically he's like elephant graveyard for attackers. All right, we've seen good things from Martinelli. You're not seeing him in that. We see him off and on again here, and where he comes in. Remember when he would have come on, and you knew the first touch was a shot. Now we can't get him to take. I don't even think he took a shot today. How is that? The man played 45 minutes, plays up top on the right, doesn't even take a shot. Come on. Doesn't get enough touches to even take the shot. I mean,
it's because of the way we play, mate. It's because of the way we play. We're so slow, right? We let Everton just get back into shape, and that's that, innit? And we've already seen at the Emirates this year how hard we found it to break them down. And we get 1-0 up against them, but we just do the same thing. And it's typical Arsenal, right? We get a penalty given against us by an officiate that we don't believe is a penalty. Yeah, right. But we then go into this mould where, do you know what? We'll pass the ball. Where did we see that again? Fulham. Do you know what I mean? All we did was pass the ball. And there was no end product because we just let teams get back into shape. We let teams get back into 11 men. And there needs to be a different answer. Do you know what I mean? I think I know what it is. But like you say, one area for me shouldn't come off today whatsoever. Whether that is that you bring him into centre midfield. Look, he played against Leicester, mate, in that game, and it was a tight 0-0 at half time. He come on second half and changed the whole game. He was our best player. He hit the woodwork. He set up the first goal. Like, he's got that ability. But you take him off after 45 minutes, and I'm just like, yeah, we brought Saka on, but we needed something in that centre midfield, and I just find it that he's always too cautious. He's always too cautious, and I think that's his undoing a bit at times. I think that could be his undoing, that he's too cautious. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just let him play. Just get him in there. Like, it's the perfect game today. You got 77% of the possession.
Yeah.
He's the player who's going to run through, right? And do you know what? He's either going to get fouled or he's going to make something happen or he's going to have a shot or he's going to deflect. He's going to do something. But you ain't going to get that from Declan Rice, Marino, and
he didn't even have an opportunity. Like, we've seen him put crosses into Moreno. He didn't even have an opportunity to do that today because you know what? The game wasn't even – that's not the kind of game we're playing. We're just holding on to the ball. They had more – what is it? I think I said they had more entries into the final third. We had more touches in the final third, because our defense is much better than theirs. How is that? You said we had the ball for 77%. They had more passes into the final third than we did. We had like almost double the amount of touches in the final third. I mean, everything says we should be doing better, but no. The one time they get the ball into the final third, they get the penalty, and then it's all off. At that point, and then we bring on Saka for what reason?
I'll tell you what, fair play to Everton, mate.
Bring on an Erdegaard for what reason? Bring on Martinelli for what reason? Like going into the Real Madrid game, there's no way I can feel comfortable about any of that. Like, do we even know where Timber's going to play, where White's going to play? Kiwior is our best player today, all right? So what does he start? Did Arteta look at that and go, I knew it, Kiwior is the man, all right? Saliba, that's your partner. That's your partner on whatever Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like these players didn't play together in a structure in a lineup that actually sets us up for success on a midweek game against a team that we feel inferior to. All right. Like, does our attack look like we're going to get one goal out of this thing? We need two. All right. Is our defense going to hold them? It's a leaky at best, right? Is Skelly the one? We saw what happened today. Skelly, like, are they not going to put us in that situation again? Think about it. Are they? Because we've seen it against some of the worst teams in the league, but they're still getting and they're putting him in that one-on-one situation time and time again. Who's coming off the right hand side for Real Madrid? You know, right?
Do you know what? Right, Skelly is not the man long term to play left back. 100%.
He should be. He's a midfielder, and he's really good there. And you know what? He's less of a, if he makes a mistake, he has a back line that's going to support him, right?
But I think long term he'll end up being a midfielder. I think long term he will end up being a midfielder. I do. I'm not short term. I think he will play this role. But that's what you're going to get into when you play a player at that age. You're going to have to expect the rough with the smooth, and you're going to have to expect. And let's be honest, he's had some games, right, where there's been some controversial moments. Do you know what I mean? Like the Wolves game, we'll take that one out because he shouldn't have been sent off. But then you got the West Ham game, which I think Raya sold him short in that game personally. Do you know what I mean? But he's still in that moment. And then obviously you get today, right, where yet again, I think that he's been unlucky. Do you know what I mean? I think in all the situations, he's been quite unlucky due to different situations. But I want to go back here, right, to your question about Declan Rice earlier on. And I totally get what you mean in terms of this guy, in terms of where is his position. Because do you know what, right, if I'm being totally honest with you, I think it should be, and I've been thinking about this more and more, right? When I watch him and I watch a game like this, I sit here and go, well, he ain't going to affect the game in terms of get you the winning goal and all that kind of stuff like he was doing. Let's be honest, when he scored them winning goals, they're pretty much from crosses into the box. Do you know what I mean? Get like in the last minute, so like if it was a corner or the one against Luton. But if we're being naturally honest, I don't think he is the perfect 8 for us. Which then says, right, should he be the number 6? But then if you bring Zubimendi in, like, I still think we 100% need to bring in a left-sided centre midfielder. I think we definitely need to bring in a left-sided centre midfielder because we done so well with our left-sided centre midfield in that last kind of season when Xhaka was there, the last season and a half, 2 seasons. Do you know what I mean? And we started to see like some really good football played, and he was getting into the right areas. He had a good shot on him as well, and he seemed to kind of muster the art of that role. If I'm being totally honest, like you're not going to get another player like him, but you need a different alternative. You definitely need a different alternative. You needed a different alternative today. You've needed it for most of the season. I'm not saying that they have to start every game because I think Declan Rice in certain games, especially the big games, you need him in there and potentially play that role. But that for me, we need another left centre player. And if we get rid of Jorginho and Partey, that is an area that I'd like to see kind of sorted at some point because I do think that I just think that we could be so good if we had that. If we got that.
That's why we shouldn't let both. We shouldn't let Partey leave. But Jorginho, I think that's already done, right? He's already like told his family, "Get your bags packed. We're going to Brazil." But Partey, I think they seriously should keep him, pay him whatever he wants, because I don't believe Rice is. Rice sounds like £100 million mistake. Because they haven't used him like all of us thought. What we're bringing him in to do? What to play in that central defensive role, right? That's all. I believe that's what we all thought. I don't think we all thought he was playing an 8. All right, you spend that much money on a player, you assume he's going to play in a position that right in front of that back line, supporting them. And we didn't do it. So and then we didn't do it because guess what? We had a better player in that position. He just wasn't healthy. Bonnie gets healthy, and it's like you're out. And even when Partey's not available, it doesn't look right when you put Rights there, right? Jorginho comes in, right? So, I hate to say we may have, people said that we might have done the same thing we did with Havertz. We spent a lot of money on a player, and then we're like looking back, going, "Damn it, we probably should have we kind of done a little bit better and paid a little bit less and got the same thing out of it, right?" Like he's a leader and all of that, but does he give us what we want? Right? He doesn't. Arteta's going to try to force feed it like he did with Kai Havertz, and then you're like, Kai Havertz gives you some stuff, but not the thing you're actually looking for. Right? If we do go out there and get Gyökeres, then right there you just proved that Kai Havertz wasn't the kind of player you wanted. Right? You go out there and get a Zubimendi, then Rice definitely isn't the one you wanted. Right? All right. I mean, I just feel like we're back, like, got all these players, expensive players on our books, and we don't want to, and we're not playing them. All right, we're not going to play. Like Kai Havertz and Rice coming off the bench, 165 over 170 mil on the bench. If that's what happens, right? I mean, I'll take Skelly in the midfield over what I see from Rice, based on what I've seen him do from the back line.
Well,
Like you
maybe
said,
that is the
who's
answer.
gonna
Maybe we
who's
don't need
gonna
to-
who's gonna do that half turn and take the ball up the pitch and dribble right into the attacking third? We just saw it today from the back line. If he's in the midfield doing that, we're like laughing, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
and
mate,
we know
bang
he's
on.
defensively sound. So there you go. So you've got a
Yeah.
little bit. He doesn't have to, and that pushes, for me. That pushes Erdegaard, get up there. Do not ever come back. Right. Then maybe Erdegaard is that Xhaka replacement to some degree, in the sense that now we know, like, hopefully he gets his shooting boots next year, and that's
I'm
just
getting frustrated with
the
him, to
flip.
be honest with you, mate. I'm starting to get frustrated with him. Like,
Yeah.
I thought at one point, look, he's had an injury, he's had a baby, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I am starting to see why people are getting frustrated with him. Like,
Yeah.
he's got so much talent, but do you know what? For me at the moment, and this might be a bit critical, he's becoming a bit like a luxury.
That's what I'm saying. If we saw Nweri playing that position and play the position that we want, which is further up the pitch, like, I think they're asking him to do too much defensive stability type things. I don't want Erdegaard doing that. I don't think that's what he's made for. That's not what he's built. That's not what the makeup of that player is for me. He should be further pitch, like, creating for our attackers, right? He should. I believe that's what he should be doing. If he can't do that, he's not. Like, he can press, right? But is he a 6? No. So then why is he so far back? No. Get up the pitch and get out of Zubamendi's way. Get up the pitch and get out of Rice's way. Get up the pitch and get out of, Partey. Remember when Partey and Erdegaard Partey used to make those passes to Erdegaard, and you're like, yes, that's what we like, right? And Erdegaard's on the run because the passes are right at his feet as he's splitting lines, right? We barely see that anymore because he's probably standing behind Partey now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's never in a position that that Partey can look up and see him in front of him that often, right? So, I feel like Arteta's got all these versatile players, and then he, like, versatiles them out of whatever their primary skill set is. All right,
This
like,
guy,
whatever you're really good at, you just, like,
this guy,
yeah.
He was so good on the guard a couple of years ago, like so good. Like, when you watch him live, there's good games when he's wowed me, and that's how highly I rate him. But since this turn of this year, or probably the back end of last year, like, he come back for the first 2 games. I think the first game back, or the second one after the Chelsea game, he was sensational. Do you know what I mean? But he's lost. It's like he's lost his spark, and I think Saka getting injured is a big piece of that. I really do, and I hope.
You know what? No. We can't do that
This
anymore.
is what I've got to say.
You know why? You know why I say you cannot do that?
Well, you
can't do that. You can't say, you know what, Saka's out, so guess what? Your play has to drop.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right.
No, think about it. Saka's out of the pitch. We need to look to somebody, right? So who you look to? The guy with the armband, right? Who do you look to when your attack is not doing what it needs to? You look to the guy who's supposed to be your best creator,
Mate, I
right?
totally agree with you.
He doesn't even look like that player that's going to give us the thing that we're missing when we're lacking in the attack, right? Do we need him to take that shot and be confident he's going to make it? He won't even take it sometimes,
because
right?
you won't drive in a box like that, mate, and that's what you want. You want someone who's going to drive into the box. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that once Saka got injured, he seems to have lost all that chemistry on the right-hand side that he had. Like, and it's not right, because as it goes, before the turn of the year, everyone probably looked at Odegaard as being Arsenal's star player. If we're being totally honest, everyone probably looked at Odegaard as being the main player. But it's become very apparent now when they've got injured, actually, as it goes, Odegaard, you're not the star player. Saka's the star player. Like, we know what he can produce. Like, we see it the other night. I know it was only a tap-in, but he's still got himself into the box. He's still got him into the chances. Odegaard, for example, at the moment, he's becoming a luxury in that role because he's not really providing with the assists. He's not providing any goals at the moment whatsoever. He's getting himself into chances, right, and not doing absolutely anything. That was an example this afternoon, right, of Odegaard over this last few months with that shot. Do you know what I mean? That was a perfect opportunity to realise, like, literally how he's been for the last few months. And he does need to raise his game. I think both him and Declan Rice, right, need to go away in the summer and come back to the players that they were.
He's shoot. Erdegaard, whatever you do, shoot. You should be coming in ready to shoot. Like shoot, please. And you should work on your crosses. Sorry, not your crosses. You work on your free kicks. Shoot everything at the goal, because everything else he does is spot on for me. Can he press? Yes. Can he kind of lead in the middle to some degree? Yes. But I don't want him to anymore. I want to push him up the pitch, and I want him to be a threat. His passing, I believe, is really good. He puts the ball where it needs to go. We don't have the answers, and that's part of the deal. But at some point, we need to lean on you to do the job. And the job at some point is either to create like a mismatch and get that PK, or to put that shot on goal. Like, he can't even put the shot on goal. Come on. Like, turn. He should be able to turn on that ball that he got today and split the defenders and let Pickford figure out if he can get to it or not. He couldn't do that.
Here's a question for you. Odegaard, is he indispensable?
Put Nweri in there and let me figure that out.
Is he indispensable? So if a team come in right tomorrow, here's a question for you. If a team come in tomorrow, right, and said, I'm going to give you 120 million for Odegaard, would you sell?
For how much?
120 million.
Oh, yes, I'm selling. Nobody's going to pay 120 for him now. Nobody's paying 120 for him. I mean, if they said 80, I would sell him.
No, I don't know. I'll sell him for 80. I expect 3 figures for him, like the captain and everything. Because he has.
I hear you, but like for me, like
3 figures, mate. It has to be 3. I get what you're saying.
You just saw what happened for 3 figures. You got Rice.
Yeah, I know, mate.
You got Rice for 100 mil. 100 mil players are not out there. Like, you know what happens if you spend 100
I
mil
think someone like Man City,
right? You spend 100 mil in Isak, guess what happens? Guess where he spends most of his days, right? On the table, right? You know that's going to happen, right? I would sell.
Or do we think that Odegaard's too ingrained into Arteta's tactical style, and is that holding him back? I don't know.
Well, we know that definitely holds you back, but then Saka shows you why it doesn't, because he still performs. He still performs under all those restrictions. He has to go back and defend, but guess what? His talents overshadow all of the restrictions that Arteta puts on him, and he still performs. Right. So that's got, and to some degree, Kai Havertz has shown it as well. A man is scoring double figures for us, and we're like, we need to do better. You know why? Because we need a striker. Like the balls that he doesn't get to, that the strikers get to, those are the things that we're lacking. All right, but he does put himself in situations. But that's why it's like, what do you do with Kai? Do you just take away those double-digit goals? How do you get him? Do you still get them if he comes off the bench? Right? Do you still get him? Where do you start him? Right? Like, it's going to be hard to start him because, like, in the midfield, we know that doesn't work. All right? Doesn't work the way we want. And not if you bring in Zubimendi and Erdegaard and Rice or whoever, right? You know, Zubimendi should solidify everything and push everything forward, right? Today, what, 77%? That should have meant that our attack should have been, like, figuring out how to break this team down, right? And we looked like they had no clue how to do that. And is that Arteta, like, not giving these guys the tools to do it? We practice so hard in the defensive end. No matter who you put in, we barely give up goals. We make mistakes, yeah, but we barely give up goals, right? When's the last time we give up 2 goals in a game, all right? In a game where, right? It's been a while. We don't give up 2 goals in a game, all right? I'm scared. But
that's why I said to you at half time. I'm not happy at 1-0 because if we were 2-0, then do you know what? I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed because you're right. We ain't going to see 2 goals against them whatsoever, mate.
Yeah.
But we're not going to score 2 goals either. And in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, I don't really understand it, right? When we was playing this football 2 years ago, why we're not playing it now? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I just realized I'm gonna have to go. I have my
Yeah.
show in like 5 minutes.
I
So I'm
don't,
gonna have to say bye-bye really quick. I know I want to listen to you, but I have to
Yeah.
go and like at least I want to say hi to the boss before I jump back on this show, and then
No
I'm
worries,
gonna have
mate.
to leave early.
No worries,
But Liam, good seeing you.
Did you, mate?
Ryan, good seeing everybody in the chat. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes when you jump over. Hopefully, just hang out with me, and I think Mr. Tom will join. He won't be happy, but who's happy today? Nobody's happy
Nobody.
today.
Burnley.
Burnley. There you go. All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
See you later, mate. Bye. No, I just don't get right why we're playing this style of football. Like, I've heard the thing that we're playing it so we become better into the Champions League and all that kind of stuff, but it's this football's not going to win us anything if we're being taken on the show. Like, we need to get back to being what we was. Do you know what I mean? Like Arsenal at their best, mate. Do you know what I mean? Attacking teams with counter-attacking teams with pace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that. Like, when was the last time? And I know teams set up differently against us, but how often do we see a counter-attacking goal for us now? We rarely see it. We rarely see it whatsoever. But I don't think it's all down to teams being set up well against us. I think it's the way certain players like Martinelli, mate, like, come on, mate. They're not making the right decisions at the right time. Like, there's so many times today that you sit there and you think they've got behind them, and then it's a shit pass, or it's the wrong ball, or it's the wrong pass, or it's the wrong delivery. And I think Martinelli's had enough chances now, mate. And I said it to you at half time, where he'll come on. When he was coming on, I goes, he'll come on and he'll play the way he is. Everyone's raving about him Tuesday night. But it's 1 in every 10 games, mate, with him.
Yeah, this is why we're saying Nico Williams, like, bring it on, because he's an upgrade. It's a kick up the arse that Martinelli will need, either which way, because we'll find out which way then with the competition, if he can step up or not. If he can't, he gets moved on. In terms of the way we're playing, I've been saying for pretty much all season, going into this season, sorry, like, our first season compete, look how we played. We didn't win. We fell away in the end, and it's sort of the second last season. We start the season, and it's the complete opposite in terms of we were more defensively resilient. In terms of our style of play, it was changed. We weren't really going for it. We held off until we got until January, and then in January last year, we saw what we can do. And thought, oh, fantastic! And because we just missed that by a point, you're thinking, okay, they now know playing this way will scare teams, can win games, most of our games anyway. And then this season started, it was literally the way we started this season was a mirror of last season, the way we started in terms of slow, lethargic. Yes, I understand this time there was a Euros in between and certain players came back late. But still, it feels for me that Arteta, the more we fall short of winning the title, the more defensively we become the following season. The more he relies on defence, we've got to be more resilient defensively. It's taken away, because he's asking the attackers to do it as well, it's taken away from what the attackers can do. The other guards, Saka to an extent, could do so much. He's doing brilliantly, but he can do so much more if they're allowed to do what they did two seasons ago and have the shackles released and just let them play with that freedom, basically, from the offensive point of view. Martinelli, you'd hope that'd be the case, but then again, his judgment is it's like he hit that point 2 seasons ago. He hasn't moved on.
No,
and he's gone backwards, and it's frustrating to see. It's heartbreaking to see because he's a likable guy and all that, and there's a player there. But it's got to a point, if we want to win things, we're going to have to upgrade. And if he doesn't want to step up when the upgrade comes in terms of Nico, if it is to be Nico Williams, that's on him. But we need to get the players in. We need to get everything. We need to get the pieces in the puzzle to get us over this line. Because when we do get that strike in the summer, hopefully touch wood, that striker, whoever it may be, Gorka, Isaac, fucking whoever, they're going to need supply from just the right, just from Odegaard or from the middle. They're going to need supply from the left hand side. And Martinelli for the last these last 2 seasons isn't giving us that confidence that a striker will come in and he'll provide it now. Martinelli will get the ball 2 years ago, no matter what, and run at the defender, take him to the byline, cut it back. He's
I'm
not
not even sure Martinelli's a good impact player.
What's that?
I used to think Martinelli is a good impact player, right? But I'm not even sure of that, mate. If I'm being totally honest, yeah.
No, shot dead.
The amount of times he comes on just does nothing. Like he had that shot at the end, do you know what I mean? He done well there, but apart from that, mate, he was shit. He was shit. Do you know what I mean? And he had all the ball because, like Gary rightly said, over the right hand side, there was nothing. But yeah, we need a big summer, mate. Do you know what I mean? We need a big summer. Do you know what? Right, I'm confident that we'll turn up Tuesday. This is the thing about Arsenal. We will turn up Tuesday and put in a performance because it's a total Arsenal thing to do. And after this game, right, I see it even more that we'll turn up Tuesday and put a performance in.
Yeah. And have we got the weekend?
Brentford at home.
We'll probably do what we did today then. Depending on what happens on Tuesday.
Mate, that potentially becomes an Aston Villa again, don't it? Last year, because it's in between, and that was at home as well. That Brentford's going to be a tough game next week because all depending on what the result is, that's going to be the mindset, and he's going to have to give up that game again if we're in a big chance of like getting through. Like if we lose 2-0 at home or something like that, then we're pretty much out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you got to put all your eggs in the Brentford basket. But say we go and beat Real Madrid or even get a draw. The game's still pretty much open, isn't it? He's going to have to. He's going to have to be very kind of particular in terms of what he does. I think Kivior again will start next Saturday. I think he'll start after this performance. I think he'll play him next Saturday. I think he'll rest players.
Yeah,
I think he'll definitely do that.
If we have something to fight for come the second leg, he will do what he did today and rest players.
Yeah, definitely. Like he'll definitely do what he did today. I think you'll pretty much see maybe the same kind of team. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm frustrated today, not because of what team he's put out. I'm frustrated because as it goes, we was much better than them in terms of having all the ball and all that kind of stuff. But yet again, we've just done the most Arsenal thing ever, haven't we? And just get done by a penalty kick, which is awfully soft. And it's just frustrating, mate. It's just frustrating. But I'm confident that we'll turn up on Tuesday, strangely.
Again, it's because it's Champions League, it's Real Madrid, and we know again, no matter how things are going this season, as we said in this stream, if everything that's gone against us with suspensions and injuries, in fact, mainly injuries, obviously, we're still second in the league, above so many teams that are actually they're not in the Forest who are doing a madness this year. Man City have fallen off. We're above them. And Villas, Newcastle's, and all that. None of them are nowhere near. So we've had all this. We've had no Ben White pretty much all season. Declan Rice started the season injured. Saka's been out for just shy of 3.5, 4 months. Odegaard was out for 2.5 months. Havertz has been out since January. Jesus has been out since January. The thing with Jesus was timing. He just got himself back into form prior to what he was at the World Cup. We was all saying we were all giving him the praise, and that happened. So the belief will be there, and still that defensively we can set ourselves up, frustrate the life out of Madrid, and still try and get something basically from that first leg. And then obviously still in the Bernabeu's a different match because it's Bernabeu, but that mentality side of things, that belief from the defensive point of view will be there. It's just the offensive. It's going to be what makes or breaks us over the 2 legs. Sorry. By the way, Pellet just scored against Brighton.
Have they?
Yeah. I think it's Marteta. I've got Paul Mercer's I'm just looking now, waiting for the name to come up. Yeah, Jean-Philippe Marteta, 3rd minute. But yeah, I don't know what else to really say on that. side of things, but I think I'll let you go anyway. You get some lunch and all that, and get yourself ready for dinner. You still there?
I'm all good, mate. Just having a little gander as what's being written.
Oh, I don't have the chat. My chat stopped half an hour ago. If I even try and touch the chat coming to get down, all the bloody palaver, the fucking screen was happening. I'll refresh one bit. You bear with me a minute. I'll have a look what's going on in the chat. One sec.
Oh, he's gone. Hopefully be back.
I like this laptop. It's been about pain in the arse today. Leave it up beef for a pain in the arse, one of the two. Oh dear.
I suppose could be worse, couldn't it?
Yeah, you could be a Tottenham fan or United fan.
Yeah, you could be a Tottenham or United fan at the moment. I'll be watching Champions League football again next season.
Yeah, it's the same here. I find it, in terms of them two, I find it funny. They're both their fan bases think they're going to win the Europa League. Tottenham and Man United fans think they're going to win the Europa League, respectively. I'm thinking you're literally in the other season you're in a relegation battle. Can
you imagine if Spurs won it though? Can you imagine if Spurs won it? Like, it'd be an absolute ridiculous situation to be in because like the whole situation with Ange and the fans at the moment. And I'm going to go back on record while I'm sitting here, mate. I'm going to go back to when Spurs played Man City, yeah?
Yeah.
And
go on, yeah.
And I said on that day, yeah, right, I went, yeah, they've cost us the title, but trust me, this is going to hurt them more than it hurts us longer term because the whole situation with Ange, right? And he should have walked, man. I said it at the time, he should have walked because at the end of the day, he didn't like what happened that night. They didn't like the way he kind of approached that game and wanted to win that game. And it's gone into this situation now.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised he's still there, mate. I'm surprised he's still there. Like, the whole situation, you think that they got rid of Jose Mourinho a few days before a final.
Yeah.
And you've got fans booing him, don't know what you're doing and everything. And Daniel Levy's not even doing anything. Like, it's just an absolute joke, really. It's an absolute joke. And I'm surprised he's there. I'm surprised he hasn't walked, but he's obviously not going to walk because he wants them to pay him off.
Also, just a few weeks ago, what was it against when they lost against Fulham? Obviously, they've gone down the little tunnel thing going towards the dressing rooms and all that. I assume it's a Fulham fan that was obviously taking the piss. What was that, Ange? What was that? He's turned with hate. He turned, looked at him. It's like he wanted to run at him and lynch him, basically. And and then you got, obviously, the goal that got disallowed midweek. As it's been scored, he's turned to the fans that are taunting him, his own fans, and gone, and what? Come on. Oh, I've been disallowed, I say. And then trying to make some excuse of I want to see them celebrate, create a match to celebrate this season. And then going back to that game again back in May last year. I said this on Wednesday or Thursday. Sorry, I'm convinced now. Going into that game when the media are trying to asking questions about the fan base and this and the other, I don't think he believed what the media were trying to tell him that the Tottenham fans wanted to lose that game. And obviously, he got the culture shock on the night when he was getting berated by his own fans behind the dugout and having scraps of them. Hence why then afterwards in the game, after that game, he's calling out people in the fans in the fan base for the wrong mentality and people within the club itself.
But it's damaged the whole club. That whole night has damaged the whole club worse than it's damaged us. Yeah, we might not win nothing again this season, which looks the case. But do you know what? Got a much better chance moving forward than where they're sitting. But the thing is with them at the moment as well is if they somehow did go and win the UEFA Cup, like Where would that put him as such? Because for him, would
working.
he sit there and think, "Do you know what? Fuck this, I'm off." It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I don't like to be that person, but I know you're saying that you don't think Man United or Spurs will win it, but I think they've got a chance of winning it. I know that sounds stupid, but I think they've got a chance. I do think there's a chance because as it goes, there ain't that many great teams in that tournament. If you look at it, like I think, is it Lazio, one of them, Bilbao?
Lazio, Bilbao, Lyon, Frankfurt.
They're not easy games. They're not easy games. But one of them, you would expect one of them should get to the final. Like, really? And they could have the worst season, right, and finish in the bottom 14 and end up in the Champions League.
That'd be mental, by the way.
And exactly that. That's the thing, yeah, right? So it's a weird situation at Tottenham because this whole thing has started with this Tottenham Man City game. This has all started and stemmed from that game, and it spiraled. But he could end up leading them back into the Champions League by the end of the season. Still,
Oh dear.
like you think they would kind of hold off until that's said and done.
It seems like they are in terms of the club, the board itself. They hold
The
up.
club are, but in terms of the fan base, they're not, are they?
No.
And I honestly believe it's that night. And I said, Richie, on that night, it's going to damage them longer because they're not going to get in the Champions League. It's not it's not going to be easy this year because we all knew Chelsea were going to reinvest again. Forest, we didn't expect this, but just to be totally honest, but they've done splendidly well. And obviously we didn't expect Man City as well to do what they're doing. But then you look at Newcastle's, you look at the Aston Villas, mate. You even look at the teams like your Brightons, your Crystal Palaces, your Bournemouths. Like they're performing much better in these teams. And you look at their teams and you think they're much more set up to win games than these teams. And I think the FA Cup semi-final says it all. Do you know what I mean? Like you've got Forest, you've got Palace, and you've got Aston Villa in there.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what? I just hope one of them three teams win it.
Guess what's just happened at Ibrox?
They've gone 1-0 down.
Yep, Hibs.
Oh.
Where's your eye?
That is a bit of a stinger. They should win that.
But yeah, I thought I'd get that in there. But
they should win that one.
No, but it's, again, if you go back to that game, it's sort of karma that they wanted to lose that game because it would affect us in the short term. But the karma is that you've celebrated a loss and now you're complaining about losing 16 games this season already, and there's still 8-9 games to go.
Well, the league's pretty much like they're not going to get anywhere. They should need to try and finish the season on the best that they possibly can, can't they? But it's just mind blowing that they could end up winning the Champions League. Not Champions League, sorry, the Europa League. And if they did, and obviously says we don't win the Champions League, do you then start looking at they've had a better season?
They've got a trophy, haven't they? They've got a trophy.
They've got into the Champions League, which is literally what we've done, but finished second. I don't want to think it, but do you know what I mean? There is that chance still.
We're all Frankfurt fans on Thursday. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah. And to be fair, Frankfurt ain't a bad team.
Yeah.
So you'd like to think that they'll put out not a bad performance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if you get to the semi-finals, then you start thinking about, do you know what I mean? Anyone could win it. And I just think anyone can win that Europa Cup. But even Manchester United, they like Amaron will land on his feet. Like he'd be a hero if he wins that.
He'd be a god.
All right. He's absolutely shuffled the team up the whole season.
Yeah.
But then goes into the Europa Cup, don't lose the game, and he goes and wins it, gets him in Champions League. And that's a game changer again, isn't it? That's a game changer again.
Imagine. Oh my God, they'd be unbearable, that fan base.
Yeah. So these are the things that are still lying in the pipeline. But do you know what, right? Today's today. I'll be honest, I didn't expect us to win today. I pretty much expected either a draw or a defeat just because of the whole situation.
Yeah.
The league was done weeks ago, so there wasn't a chance for us to get overtaking them whatsoever.
No.
We just need to go and give it our all against Madrid and see where that takes us.
Yeah. Well, also, I was listening to a Twitter space yesterday. Chelsea fan was saying, like, we don't know in terms of Man City in terms of next season. Man City, we don't know what's going on in terms of, because we still haven't heard the outcome on the 1-1-5-1-3-0, sorry, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We've still not heard anything on the outcome of that publicly. We should have done by now, but for some reason that's been held off. So we don't know what they're going to be doing. And even if they get stuff on the wrist and they're able to bring players in and all that, we don't know the players that come in are going to be able to gel quick enough to do what Pep wants and this, that, and the other, the transition period for that. Liverpool, if what we at this point are suspecting to happen happens in terms of not just Trent's going, but Salah and Van Dijk go, they then got to replace, in terms of level quality, all three players. One of them that's provided countless goals and assists throughout the season, that's gotten to this point in the league itself, and still bringing other players to build the squad up. If we play our cards right in the transfer window ourselves, and we do the right business, get the striker, get the left winger, get the midfield sorted, get a few squad players in as well, we're ready to go. We've got to capitalise on it. Stop the main thing. Stop making silly mistakes that make referee make calls like we saw with Declan Rice, like we saw with Trossard, like we've seen recently with the Lewis Skelly today and against West Ham. Iron them things out and just crack on and just do what we know we can do. And Arteta, from a tactical point of view, when it comes to attacking, go back to what was it 2 years ago. Just unleash the attack, let the chains off, and let them do what they can do. We all know they can do it. Let them play it.
Yeah,
I think we'll cook next season.
We do need to take the shackles off, mate. Like we do need to put something in that midfield which is just a little bit different, and we do need to get our wingers on the ball much quicker at times. Because it's apparent that that's our strength. Do you know what I mean? It's it's what we've always been in terms of Arsenal. We've always had really good wingers. We've always obviously exploited that. But I just feel at the moment, mate, when we're passing the ball around, we're not even getting them on the ball quick enough. Like, especially Saka today. Like I said it before, Gary was right. Like, we hardly got him on the ball whatsoever. And you know, if Saka don't get on the ball, then our creativity goes down by a third. Do you know what I mean? And there is not many other players that can do what he can do. And yeah.
Oh, big goal at Portman Road for Stefan. If you're watching, Ipswich 1, Wolves 0. Oh, dude.
Oh. But yeah, it's a big summer. It's a big summer.
Yeah.
But it not just players. It needs to be the way we play, the style we play, the pace we play. It needs to be different. It needs to be better. It needs to be quicker. And Arteta needs to use the squad more. He needs to rotate more.
I think I think this season, the main thing we can take away from this season, from my point of view to Arteta, is rotate, because your lack of rotation is it's no coincidence. All the players that are going out with hamstrings or whatever throughout the season, and little niggles here and there, are players that he's constantly playing non-stop over and over. We said for years about Saka. We had Reece Nelson for the last few years. Barely used him. You somehow, I don't know how you did it, persuaded him to sign a new 5-year deal. And then last season, barely used him. And this year, you've palmed him off on loan to Fulham.
Yep. Mate,
again, your replacement for that was to bring in fucking Sterling, who again, you didn't play. It was like, what the hell? So you don't want that. And people wonder why Saka went down with a hamstring the way he did. Because he's been, for club and country, by the way, run through the mill basically for 2.5, 3 years plus. Maybe not from an Arsenal point of view, longer. Havertz, since he's arrived, been the main man, never rotated out the squad. Pretty much when we've got a fully fit squad, he's always the one of the first names on the street. Gabriel runs into the ground. Jesus, it was a freak one. He's just come in getting his form. That was a freak. One out of many. We've got lots of Tomiyasu going down constantly injured. Ricardo's just arrived this season. How many times has he been injured? But the bulk of our injuries, in terms of hamstrings, have been by players, our main players, that have not been rotated enough.
Yep.
And I wouldn't mind defensively from the Gabriel. The Gabriel one could have been avoided because we've got plenty of cover, even with the odd injury for Tomiyasu and Ricardo. We've got plenty of cover to bloody cover Gabriel and centre back with Kivio and all that. He's still here. Use him.
I think it's a good point of discussion in terms of Arteta's squad rotation, but the lack of it over his tenure.
I will say as well, just to add on to it, I think with Andre Berta coming in, our new sporting director, he ain't gonna. He ain't. I keep saying it. He's worked with Simeone. He ain't gonna suffer fools here. If he ain't happy with the way the squad's being used or players are coming in, this, that, and the other, Arteta's job's on the line now. It's got to be.
Well, it will be next year. I'm pretty much sure that he has to go next year and win stuff. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what? Right. It's not not acceptable when you don't win trophies in a season. Yeah. Right. But you expect, if that is the case, yeah, right, that you're pushing far in cup competitions, isn't you? So you look at the FA Cup again, not acceptable whatsoever. How many years over the last 4 years that we've been knocked out by the fourth round latest? Mm-hmm. You look at the Carabao Cup and you sit there and you go, we got to semi-finals of that. Do you know what I mean? The 2 games were unacceptable, if we're being totally honest, in terms of the performance shown. But you don't mind again, though, if you get knocked out, and do you know what I mean? You give it your all. But I just felt in both them games, yeah, right, we give absolute nothing. We gave absolute nothing, mate, and we got knocked out of it. And you look at this is a big test on Tuesday, and like we're playing the best team in the world. Do I think they're playing great? Not really. They conceded 4 goals against Sociedad at home. They conceded number 2 against a relegation team and only beat them 3-2. Do you know what I mean? They got over the line, which is what Real Madrid do best. They get over the line, and that's what we got to remember. But in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, right?
They're gettable.
If Liverpool play Real Madrid this Tuesday, at Anfield, Anfield's going to be pumping, and they're going to go and attack them from the off.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do. I think about Man City, mate, this year at the Anfield one. It's a bit controversial, I'm going to say, because the results didn't show that. But Liverpool went at them from the first minute.
Yeah.
We scored, and then we went back into our shell for about 40 or 50 minutes, where Liverpool just kept on being relentless, pushing.
Yeah.
What are we going to do Tuesday?
What you just said, basically.
And that's what will happen, right? We'll score the first goal. Yeah, we'll start off really well. We'll score the first goal. But it's always about what happens after we score the first goal with Arsenal.
A couple of years ago, if you asked a question a couple of years ago, I'd say we keep going. The momentum of us, we smelled that team would have smelled blood and gone, right, keep the pressure, put the pressure on and keep it up. But since last season till now, it's the opposite. It's we scored a goal. No matter who we play, no matter what the level of opposition is, we do what you just said. We scored a goal and go, all right, handbrake on for the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And if they get a bit, then we'll unleash again.
We need to go at this team from the off, in my opinion. We need to shock them. Do you know what I mean? There's no point sitting there playing the conservative game at home, because as it goes, it ain't going to get you nowhere when you get back to the Bernabeu.
No.
We need to go and try and beat these, well, first and foremost, but we need to try and beat them by 2 clear goals, really.
Yeah.
That's the ideal situation, that we beat them by 2 clear goals. It still might not be enough when you get back to the Bernabeu. You don't know. But look, you've seen
that's something to protect, basically.
Yeah, but we've got something to protect. But we need to go at them from the off. We need to take the chance. This is what this is what winners do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They, like you said, use where they smell blood and they go for it. Now, we proved we can do that against Man City in the second half.
Yeah.
Once we got the third, we smelt blood and we killed them. But we need to do this again Tuesday. There's no point us sitting there playing a conservative game with them Tuesday, because I'm telling you, if we do that, right, there's only going to end up being one winner, and we'll kick ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to use the home advantage massively. And we need to somehow try and work out how we're going to balance our play in terms of not being counter-attacked, because when you look at how Bayern Munich done us, that was the whole reason, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's working that balance out, but we need to go at them from the off. And I think we can do it. I honestly think we can beat them. I'm not saying we can win the whole tie, but I think we can beat them Tuesday night.
Yeah, we can do it. This is the thing. We can do it. It's just about them and their own discipline and belief and doing the right thing, game management.
I think, who does he play? Does he play Ben White or does he play Timber? Because you look at Ben White and think, do you know what? Getting the chemistry back with Saka is a no-brainer. As it goes...
I think he'll go with Ben White as starting fullback.
Do you?
I reckon so. As you say, for that overlap between him, Saka, and Odegaard.
And then Timber potentially left centre-back.
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting one, won't it? It'd be an interesting one.
Yeah. Very interesting. But on that note, I think we're going to get ourselves out. We've been going for just over 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Obviously, got Grand National about 35. The Grand National gets underway properly. The main race in about 35 minutes. So anyone wants to put their bets on that, if you want to, you do all that. Knock yourself out. Bet responsibly and all as well. G and Brooksy will be happy. 1-0 Plymouth against Norwich. Hardy just scored.
Love that.
There you go. So we're going to get ourselves out of here, guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and all that jazz, and share the content. I'll be back later upstairs on for the match of the day live stream. So I'll go relive this game again, plus the other games as well. Hopefully, lots of staff and we'll have something to come back and celebrate later on. But we'll see how the rest of this afternoon plays out. Then tomorrow, I've got the Manchester Derby, 4:30 kickoff. I'll be covering that from 4:15. And then and then next week it's hopefully touch wood, our new schedule update basically in terms of how the channels are being operated outside of the watchalongs basically. Because Tuesday you got your watchalong, and we've got our podcast being rescheduled for the All Arsenal show. Are you ready for that on Monday? Are you good?
I need to sort that out as it goes. I was just thinking about that because I think Brooks is away this week.
Oh, okay.
He's in the Isle of Wight, so I'll sort that out.
Okay, cool. But that's all 8 o'clock. You're saying, yeah, 8 o'clock, 8:30. 8:30. Okay, so 8:30 Monday. You get the All Arsenal show. Going to be mainly focused on the men because obviously it was international break, as we saw yesterday, the 5-0 win. So I'll be obviously reviewing this game and then previewing Madrid game the day before match, and then you got your match on Tuesday. And when are you bringing back your other show as well, this week or the next week as well? The Thursday one. Everyone loves.
Yeah, there might be depth for it next Thursday. Sarah's working Thursday night, so that'll make it much easier for me. So I'll come back to you. I'll speak to Jonesy.
Yeah, no worries. That's because obviously we haven't actually we've announced it, but not given a date yet. So I just asked. Okay.
Yeah, let me have a chat with him.
No worries. So you've got that to potentially look forward to on Thursday, and then obviously weekend WSL and all that be back, and Brentford as well for the men. But so we're going to keep knocking out the content for you guys. As long as you guys come here and support us, we'll be more than happy to. Unlike on Thursday, I hate you, Gav, by the way. I hate Gav, by the way. Oh dear. You had basically on Tuesday, he's like, please do the Tottenham Chelsea game, because obviously there's no other game on Thursday. I was like, okay, there's no, obviously you weren't feeling too great. There was a slot available. I thought, why not? He didn't come in for the first 40 odd minutes, the bastard.
No, of course he didn't.
He was asleep.
How poor is that? Poor Gav, mate. That's poor. Asleep when your
Oh.
team's playing. That says it all, mate. How boring you lot are.
Fucking hell, if it wasn't for me being live, I think I would have passed out in the first 20 minutes. It was that bad. But yeah, take care, guys. As always, up the arse.